Alright, I'll get it up, I guess. I mean, my things are muted. Anyways. Hello everyone, welcome to KSDT Sports. Following some technical difficulties, sadly, we're here in the first inning. Steel Murdoch is in a first and second jam with 2 outs here against UC Irvine. In the box for the Anteaters, it's currently Alonzo Reyes. Runners on first and second, 1 hit in the inning. Leadoff batter hit by a pitch by Murdoch, and the first pitch to Reyes is a ball 1. Like we said, saw technical difficulties there. Glad to finally be up and running, though.
Finally got it sorted out. We're here on YouTube now.
That we are. 1-0 from Steel. Murdoch is flied to right field pretty deep. Costello going back, looking up, and it's gone. 3-run home run for Alonzo Reyes. Puts the Anteaters on top 3-0 here in this first inning. That's his 3rd home run of the season.
Not something Tritons want to see here early on in the game. That's something that we wanted to mention in the scouting report. You really got to go these deep outings and avoid these runs such as this. But there's some wind out here in La Jolla. It's a windy day out. That wind is pulling towards that right field area. So any ball that's driven well enough could potentially be taken out.
Absolutely. Well, bases are cleared following that 3-run shot. Landon Gaz, the designated hitter.
Okay.
Here with 2 away, and from the windup.
Right?
Yeah. And this first pitch is popped up, right side, foul territory, and back into foul territory, and it's dropped at first by Gabe Camacho on the pop-up.
We see it again, the wind that time.
Absolutely.
It seemed like he was under it, but then at the last second, seemed to have gotten in the way there. Wind took it. Stutter step last minute wasn't good enough.
Yeah,
Hitting his glove and popping out. Unfortunate error there for the Tritons.
Yeah, wind definitely played a factor in that one. And now the inning continues after 3 runs already for the Anteaters, and it'll bring up Noah Alvarez, second baseman, left-handed hitting junior. And from the stretch now, Murdoch delivers. Strike 1, fastball in there.
Alvarez batting 188 in the inning so far in the season.
Anteaters not the best offensive team in the league, that's for sure.
Certainly starting off the game with a bang.
Second pitch for Murdoch's in the dirt. Looked like a changeup, maybe a slider. 1-1. 3 runs already in on the inning. 2 hits and a hit by pitch and an error. See if Murdoch can get out of this one with runs allowed. And that's a nice slider on the inside corner for strike 2.
Excellent slider that time. Good approach. Being able to get him that time. Inside, ensuring he probably won't be swinging at that one.
Absolutely. 1-2. Trying to get out of this inning is Murdoch. He delivers. This one's lined into left field. Lepper on the move, and it's going to be the center fielder Crossland making a diving catch in center field to make the play. What a play.
Indeed, he was able to have an excellent read on that one. timing the diving play perfectly, well executed for the third out to get the Tritons out of that jam.
Absolutely nice job. Limits the damage to just 3. And we head to the bottom of the first. Tritons down 3-0 against the UC Irvine Anteaters. Good time to do the intro now.
Yeah, no time. Better late than never, right now.
Absolutely. Well, welcome to KSTT Sports. I'm Kent Wilson alongside Adrian Garcia here. We're in game 1 of the all-important blue and gold rivalry game. UC San Diego Tritons against the UC Irvine Anteaters. It's a cloudy evening game here with the wind definitely blowing out to right field in ballpark. Tritons on the season 16-20, 12-6 in conference, and they are tied for first in the Big West. 75th rated team in the nation, and the Anteaters are 17-21, 8-10 in the Big West, which puts them tied for 7th. So they are fighting for that 5th and final playoff spot with just 12 conference games remaining this season. Anteaters have the historical advantage over the Tritons. They are 11-9 against the Tritons, 11-7, sorry, all time against the Tritons. But the Tritons went 2-1 against them last year, looking to continue that momentum. And speaking of momentum, they have dropped 6 of their last 8. So Adrian, what do they need to do to change that?
You know, I think the Tritons, they're really going to make sure that they have these early leads. We've seen in their latter part of this season, we've seen these early leads lead to an overall better success for them in the long run. It just favors them, and it gives them that momentum moving on throughout the game. We see whenever they're down early on, it does not have a good momentum, good vibe to the team. So that's something that we're going to look out. And also, on the defensive end, we're going to want to see a lot of dominant pitching. We're going to want to see deep outings for these pitchers. We're going to see them going deep, using all their arsenal and just trying to use the best of it. As we're in the latter part of this season, it's going to be difficult to do that. But if we can get both sides, offensive and defense, here on deck and ready to play, should be for good baseball.
Absolutely, well said. Throw down to second here just in time to start off the inning, and the pitcher for the Anteaters is their ace. It's Trevor Hansen. He's had a solid year, 4 ERA, over 57 innings pitched, and he's going to face the traditional Triton lineup. Anthony Potestio to lead it off, followed by Michael Crossland and Gabe Camacho, the first 3 batters to face Hansen. Potestio steps in, and we are good to start this bottom of the first inning.
Starting this bottom of the first inning with hopefully no technical issues.
Hopefully. First pitch on the way. Potestio shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's a ball just a bit outside.
Taking that first pitch, something that's pretty familiar if you're a fan of baseball.
Now the next pitch on the way is sliced foul down the left field line, 1-1.
I think another issue that I'm noticing now, seeing the cloud coverage, it's going to be hard to read that ball, trying to find it in the air, especially when we get to that twilight time of the day. It's going to be those 2 factors that are going to really play a key role in this game.
1-1 from Hansen is down low. 2-1 on Potestio. 274 hitter on the year is Potestio with a almost 400 on-base percentage, top 3 in walks in the Big West. And he takes a called strike too. Crowd disagrees with that one.
Certainly an arguable call, but it's early on in the game. Still have plenty of baseballs, plenty of pitches to see still.
Absolutely. 2-2 from Hansen is a curveball, just tipped, and Potestio stays alive.
And going back to that walks statistic you mentioned, we've mentioned before here that the Triton team is very good at drawing in the walks.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure that'll be a key differential maker in this game.
2-2 on the way, chopped foul into the Tritons dugout. They are wearing their white home uniforms today, UCI the away gray.
Blue and gold rivalry.
Not much blue or not much gold at the ballpark today.
Not much gold at all, now that I'm looking around.
2-2 is foul tipped into the mitt, and that's going to be the first strikeout for Trevor Hansen. 1 away here in this first inning, and Hansen and Steele Murdoch both at 70 strikeouts on the season, which puts them tied for second in the Big West with most strikeouts. Both these aces really good at limiting the ball from being put in play.
Absolutely, which is going to be something interesting to see going into this game here.
Michael Crossland due up next, and he takes a ball inside. It's like a fastball, 1-0. On the way from Hansen is off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Strike one. Wonder if the hitters ever get distracted by the trolleys going past in the outfield.
You know, I know I would. Absolutely.
Next pitch called strike two.
But I'm sure it's something that the Tritons are familiar with. I'm sure it's something that also the opposing teams would probably be thrown off by,
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
Me too. Hansen looking for strikeout number 2, and it's up and in. 2-2 now. Hansen, the junior right-handed pitcher for the Eaters. 70 strikeouts to just 21 walks on the season. And his 2-2 is lined up the middle and into center field, a base hit for Michael Crossland. Tritons get a runner aboard with 1 out.
Great approach that time, having to reach for it. Certainly outside of his own personal zone, but reaching out for it, and turned out to be good. He was able to drive that one right up the middle, out of the diving reach of Fieldstad. And that's good for the single. Gets the Tritons on.
Absolutely. Good things happen when the ball is put in play.
Absolutely.
It'll be Gabe Camacho now, left-handed batter for the Tritons, first baseman, with Crossland on first, who's just 1 for 5 when stealing on the season. And Camacho swings and misses.
Keep an eye out over there at the runner on first. At Crossland there. Gonna see if it's in a steal.
Hansen delivers, and it's a curveball in the dirt. 1-1.
It's early on in the game. We can see maybe the Tritons are gonna take that risk. Down 3-0, so we'll see what they do here.
1-1 is on the black on the inside. 1-2 now for Gabe Camacho. Solid year for Camacho so far. 11 home runs with a almost 900 OPS. Hansen again looking for another strikeout, and this is going to be called strike 3 on the inside corner. Fastball got Camacho looking, and second strikeout on the day for Trevor Hansen.
Pretty well executed series of pitches there. We've seen a combination of the off speed and also the fastball that time. So by the time he threw that last fastball, it kind of tripped him up, unable to fully get a read on it and take it in as strike 3.
J.C. Allen, Triton's leader in batting average, and in the cleanup spot, will be up next. And the first pitch he takes is strike 1. Hansen really been able to get in front of these Tritons hitters so far. I think first pitch strike on every single at bat. 0-1 up high. Evens the count.
Absolutely, which is something good if you're an Anteaters fan. You're going to want to see your pitchers getting ahead of counts.
Allen to receive the 1-1, takes outside, ball 2. Not a big lead from Crossland on first. Or as we said, just 1 for 5 when stealing. Delivery from Hansen is a nice curveball that floats in there for strike 2. He's had all 4 hitters on 2 strikes now. He's looking to strike out the side.
See what pitch he goes to here.
2-2, and he fires just outside. And full count now on J.C. Allen. Runner will be in motion.
Base path's looking to be busy here. We'll see what happens.
3-2 on the way. Grounded over to shortstop. Picked up by Felstad over to first. In time to retire J.C. Allen. Trevor Hansen strikes out 2 in the first. Strands a runner at first. And the Tritons remain down 3-0 as we head to the top of the second.
No run.
Back in the top of the second, Steele Murdoch will return to the mound. 2 hits allowed in the first inning and a hit by pitch, and all 3 runs came on the result of a 3-run home run from Alonzo Reyes of the Anteaters. And it's going to be Efren Ortega first up here in the top of the second.
Efren Ortega, the right-handed batter, batting .279 across the season.
He takes high, ball 1. Doing the catching tonight is Ortega, sophomore. Murdoch from the windup delivers this 1-0. And it's a fastball in there, strike 1.
Crazy to think that we're second inning and here we are at the number 8 hitter for this Irvine team. Certainly going through their lineup fairly quickly in the first inning.
1-1 on the way. It's a slider lined into the gap in left field. It's going to be a base hit for Efren Ortega. Leadoff runner aboard for 2 straight innings now for the Eaters.
He had a pretty good read on that one, able to pick it up early. I'm sure he was expecting an off-speed, excuse me, I'm sure he was expecting that slider that time. Certainly was able to pick it up, drive it over there to the left.
Zach Felstad, left-handed hitting shortstop in the 9 spot for Irvine. And he takes a ball in the inside corner. 1-0. .269 on the year for Felstad, 2 home runs. And the 1-0 to him is on the corner, strike 1. Another fastball.
Felstad driving in 15 RBIs so far this season. Be a little difficult to do so, but maybe he can potentially bring that number up with the runner on first here.
1-1 for Murdoch. It's a slider. Just missed the inside corner.
Fans didn't seem too happy about that one. Have quite the crowd here.
Yeah, big game today. Blue and gold rivalry series. Murdoch's ready with the 2-1. He fires just outside, ball 3. A theme in his last outing, Murdoch allowed 6 walks over 4 1/3 innings pitched. And the previous start, he went 8 innings with 17 strikeouts, so we'll see if he can keep the command on today. And that's going to be ball 4. First walk of the day issued from Murdoch. Lineup will turn over for Tommy Farmer, the center fielder, with first and second and nobody out.
A bit difficult here, especially a team that's in your conference. It's something that you are familiar with, but then again, you haven't faced him in over a year. So having to regain consciousness over this lineup and what you throw as the pitcher can be fairly difficult.
Runners taking their leads. Ujimori at second, holding on the runner at second. And this is a squared bunt from Farmer, but he pulls back and takes strike one. Ortega has not attempted a steal yet on second. Decent sized lead though. And now Murdoch checks on him and throws over to second, but he's back easily.
Curious to see what the base runners are going to do to potentially even set up for possibly a first-third situation that could work out in their favor if they play their cards correctly. We do see J.C. Allen off to the side preparing for a potential throw or bunt.
Farmer squares again and he pops it up. Allen misread it at first, and it's going to be the pitcher, Murdoch, who gets over there in time to make the play.
Great communication there. Murdoch deciding to do it himself that time. But excellent communication to be able to call off third baseman J.C. Allen. Ensuring there isn't in such a minor play like that, but excellent job of getting the out.
Absolutely. Murdoch gets the first out of the inning, and now he's going to face Daniel Pulasic, left fielder. And he takes strike one.
Pulasic struck out in the first. Batting .273 in the season. OPS .639.
0-1 from Murdoch. This is lined into center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Are they going to send Ortega? They put up the stop sign with the good arm of Crossland in center field. And it'll be bases loaded after that single for the Eaters.
He certainly got all of that one, that fastball that time. He was able to see it right out of the glove
Absolutely.
of Murdoch and drove it over to the center field. Luckily, Crossland, having the arm that he does, able to limit it to a single, hold the bases loaded. Not a situation that Murdoch or these Trines want to be in, but they can certainly do something to prevent any further damage.
Frankie Carney is going to be the batter as we have a mound visit from Matt Harvey, the pitching coach, in this bases loaded situation.
You know, it's interesting to see this mound visit going on in the second inning early on in the game. It's certainly a troubling sign, but I'm sure it's also just to relieve confidence or at least talk about some strategy, maybe altering some sort of pitching strategy here for Murdoch, or maybe even bringing up a team morale altogether.
3 runs already in the first, and now bases loaded with only 1 out recorded. Definitely a big spot here for Murdoch. Mound visit is over, and Carney steps in, left-handed hitter. Definitely the most dangerous hitter on this Anteater lineup. Murdoch from the stretch, slider low.
Absolutely, Carney, a dangerous hitter that pitchers need to be able to work around and be able to have a set strategy for.
1-0 from Murdoch. Another slider in the dirt, 2-0. Nowhere to put Carney.
Murdoch trying to take the time to figure out how to work around this to avoid any further damage. Certainly an unlikely situation. Bases loaded, one of their best hitters up.
2-0, and that one is a fastball that's spiked. That one bounced before the plate. 3-0 now on Carney from Murdoch. Looking to lose a little bit of control here with the bases loaded.
Sure, he's gonna go with something that he can easily throw to at least ensure him a strike. I can see that he's trying to pitch around, right at maybe the corners of the zone.
3-0 down the middle. Called strike one.
Down the middle, Carney not taking a bite out of it. Looks like expecting something else. See if maybe we can expect another fastball here.
Murdoch delivers another fastball, and that one just misses the outside corner. He's going to walk in a run. Back-to-back walks. Oh, no, not back-to-back walks. Second walk of the inning from Murdoch's going to bring in a run. It's 4-0 Eaters here in the top of the second.
Third baseman number 24, Augie Gutierrez.
Augie Gutierrez, the cleanup hitter for UC Irvine. Bases still remain loaded for him with only one out.
See what the strategy here is from Murdoch.
Murdoch throws a slider and gets a sword from Gutierrez. 0-1.
Excellent slider that time with a late break to it to get Gutierrez.
0-1 from Murdoch. Another slider right on that outside corner. Strike two.
Double time. Gets him. See what he can do. Are we going to see another slider? What are we thinking?
I don't know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we'll see. The 0-2 on the way is another slider, but that one's just a little low. 1-2 now on Gutierrez.
Curious if the strategy here is to potentially throw another slider, or maybe see if maybe he'll throw a fastball to try to trip him up on here.
It is another slider. This one's grounded to first. Camacho hesitates going to second, but instead flips it to the pitcher Murdoch covering. That's going to be an RBI ground out for Augie Gutierrez. Pushes the lead to 5. Second out of the inning is recorded.
Yeah, the Irvine's certainly taking advantage of the opportunities they're presented. They've had quite a few runners on already this game. It's only the second inning. They've taken advantage of it, gone full use out of it. And they've been putting that ball into play and also taking advantage of balls turning into walks.
Left-handed hitting first baseman Alonzo Reyes will be up with 2 outs, and he takes a slider that hooks in there for strike one.
His 5th slider in a row.
Wow.
Seems to have some more control over it as we worked in the later part of this inning here.
Really does seem that way. 0-1, another slider, grounded right side, picked up by Camacho. It looks exactly the same as the previous play. He flips to Murdoch covering. And that'll end the inning. 2 runs in for Irvine. They lead 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second here, Trevor Hansen back out on the mound after 2 strikeouts. Stranded the 1 hit he allowed on first. It's going to be Alex Leopard who he will face first. The base on balls machine, Leopard is third most in the Big West. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1.
What a job, too, at doing that. He's able to do an excellent job at drawing those walks and ensuring he knows his zone.
Another ball taken by Leopard, 2-0.
The winds are blowing here in La Jolla.
Yeah, it's definitely getting colder too. Maybe
Surely,
we'll might get into the 50s tonight. Called strike 1.
surely interesting to see if that'll have any sort of play on what happens here at the field. I'm sure the wind will. We'll see if the cold will maybe affect the pitcher's arms.
It's a night in Hanson, but does not get the call. 3-1 now on Leopard.
Fairly good curveball that time, indeed. Hanson having some better control over that so far this inning. We'll see what he does.
That's going to be ball 4 and another walk for Alex Leopard. 261 average, but the 400 on base percentage is just outrageous. Leadoff man aboard for the Tritons. Travion Martinez, the catcher, will be up next.
See if Martinez can put something into play here, get the Tritons going. Still early on in the game, but be interesting to see what their approaches are here. Down 5.
From the stretch, Hanson deals a curveball outside. Leopard 4 for 5 when stealing this season. On first with a decent lead. And the 1-0 is past the catcher, Ortega. Leopard's going to get to second. That's going to be a wild pitch charge to Trevor Hanson. Looked like a fastball just overthrew it maybe.
Yeah, that one indeed. Sure, a bit of miscommunication also, as they're going to have a mound visit right now.
I hope that's the pitching coach and not the trainer. Does appear to be the pitching coach, thankfully.
You always hate to see injuries here in the sport. Always unfortunate to see those. See anyone go down.
Absolutely. 2 straight balls fired by Hanson that were not particularly close.
What's interesting here too, as they're doing the mound visit here, as they're concluding the mound visit, I should say, is Irvine has some room to work with. They're up 5. Certainly some room, but seems like they are trying to ensure that no funny business occurs at the Tritons.
Well, Hanson's ready to go. Martinez checks the plate. And Hanson delivers a fastball in the outside corner. 2-1 now.
I'm barely realizing I had my sunglasses on still.
Leopard on second with a small lead. And the pitch from Hanson is bounced, and this is going to be another wild pitch. Leopard gets over to third. Ortega picks it up, but no chance to get Leopard advancing on the wild pitch.
That one had some air to it that time.
Yeah.
2 wild pitches within the same at-bat. That's a bit troubling to see here,
Yeah,
given the circumstances.
that fastball bounced almost halfway between the grass and home plate right there. That was way off. Now we'll see what Hanson does on this 3-1 to Martinez. The fastball outside, but Martinez chases. Count goes full now.
Seems in this inning we're having a bit of trouble on Hanson's end with trying to have a little more control with some of the other pitches other than the fastball. He seems to have some quite excellent control with the fastball and where he wants to put it.
And that's ball. Oh no, called strike 3 on Travion Martinez. Another called strikeout for Trevor Hanson. That's his 3rd of this game, and he's only required 4 outs.
Certainly a statistic that we're going to want to follow throughout the game. Has his fair share of strikeouts.
Nick Costello, left-handed hitting right fielder, will be charged with trying to get Leopard home from third, and he fouls off the first pitch into the net. Third baseman Gutierrez was playing in on the first pitch, and now he steps back. Hansen ready with the 0-1 now. That's a curveball. Nice block there by Ortega. Saves another possible wild pitch right there.
Trying to avoid getting that run in from third. Doing some extra work here to avoid getting the Tritons on the board.
1-1 now on Martinez. Hansen fires and he fouls it back into the net again. 1-2 now.
Twice he fouled it off there, so he's certainly reading it. It's just a matter of the actual execution. Be interesting to see if he can square one up. He's reading those fastballs, so we'll see certainly if he can do some damage here and try to bring in Alex Leopard.
The delivery from Hansen is another called strike 3. That one up and in. Another called strikeout there for Hansen. Crowd once again, it has not been happy with these Patrick Riley calls behind home plate.
Yeah, that name does not seem to have quite the reputation here with Triton fans so far after these first 2 innings. But that one, I don't know, that one's a controversial one. It was in the middle of the zone, but it looked a bit high.
Did look a little high. Delshawn Lanier, who's struggled with the breaking balls this season, takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Crowd really upset with that one. 0-1 now on Lanier. And swing and miss on a changeup way out in front. 0-2 now, and you have to wonder if Hansen, knowing the scouting report here, goes to a breaking ball way outside. Lanier struggled to hold up on those, and he does, and he barely tips it. This could be an infield single. Third baseman Gutierrez is going to have a tough play, and he does not get there in time. It's a RBI infield single for Delshawn Lanier.
Got to do what you got to do there. The speed on him. Delshawn Lanier able to get that one. Quite the excellent job, and sometimes in some of these games like this, it's the small ball that wins these games. So we'll see what the Tritons do with that on their back now. Trailing 4.
Absolutely, Tritons finally on the board. 5-1 here for the second baseman, Ryson Ujimori now, with Lanier on first. And he takes a ball low, 1-0.
Ujimori with 5 hits across 20 at-bats in the season. 2 RBIs on the line.
Hansen ready, and this one's chopped over to first, and the jumping play. That one was almost over his head, and he able to get to it and run over to the base and retire Ujimori. So the Tritons do get a run here. It's 5-1 as we head to the top of the third. there for the Eaters off this third inning against Steele Murdoch. Murdoch still looking for his first scoreless frame so far this game. And the first pitch is a slider, misses outside, 1-0. Five to 1, UCI over UCSD here. 1-0 on the way from Murdoch. It's a fastball on the outside corner, strike one. Thank you so much. 1-1 for Murdoch. Check swing, called strike anyways. It's 1-2 now on Landon Gaz.
Gaz batting .269. Across 64 at-bats, 17 hits. Certainly quite the lot.
And that's a beautiful slider from Murdoch. He absolutely froze Gaz there. Strike three called, one away here.
Second strikeout for Murdoch so far today to match his 2 walks that he's allowed. Trying to ride that going on here in the third inning.
Looking for a clean inning here. And Murdoch's first pitch to Alvarez now. It's a fastball, called strike. Alvarez, the left-handed hitting second baseman for Irvine. And the 0-1, fastball high.
Alvarez with a fly out to left early in the first inning. Seeing what he'll do here.
Murdoch from the windup blows a fastball by him. Alvarez very late on that one, 1-2. Wonder if he sticks with a fastball. That was so late. And he throws a slider, and it's a called strike. Another nasty pitch there for Murdoch, because he's got 2 strikeouts to start this third inning.
Two batters in the inning. Brings his total to 3 strikeouts. I don't know what happened in between that half inning that he was off the mound, but whatever happened, it worked. As he seems to have found his groove here. See what happens as Ortega steps in.
First pitch to Ortega popped up behind home plate, maybe?
Behind the press box from the looks of it.
Couldn't see where that one went. Foul ball nonetheless. And 0-1 on the catcher Ortega. And this one is a fastball inside. 1-1. Murdoch looking like how he showed against Santa Barbara 2 weeks ago with the 17 strikeouts over 8 innings so far this inning. And the 1-1 now. A nice looking slider there, curves into the zone. 1-2.
Got that slider working for him now. On top of that fastball, that can be a very dangerous combination right there for Irvine hitters. We'll see if he'll throw that fastball again.
And, oh, crowd's not going to be happy with that one.
Whoa.
Slider just missed the inside corner. Would have been a third called strikeout of the inning.
I don't know. It feels like we've seen a pitch similar to that that's been called a strike before. It looked like a strike to me, at least from here.
2-2 now for Murdoch is up and in. Count goes full.
I'm not too sure about that one. A costly call there. I'm not sure. Certainly controversial.
Yeah, very. I mean, especially with the previous innings calls, that's a bit unfortunate.
Absolutely, given the history of the game.
Yeah.
We've had so far across a couple innings.
And this one's lined into center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Going first to third, it's going to be Ortega. And the Eaters are going to have first and third with 2 outs here as the lineup turns over for them.
Now runners on first and third. Tough spot for Murdoch after doing excellent with the first 2 batters, striking them both out consecutively.
Yeah,
It's
almost got out of this inning clean, and now he's going to have a jam to work out of.
could have gotten out of it cleanly. I don't know. It's just missed calls, but what can you do, right?
Absolutely. Tommy Farmer takes the ball in the dirt. 1-0 now. Farmer, the center fielder, was hit by a pitch and scored in the first and popped out in the second, and now has his third plate appearance in the third inning.
It's time like that where you, as the pitcher, you have to bear down and just keep moving forward.
And this one's a check swing. Did he go around? Oh, boy, no, he didn't. That one was a 50-50 call right there on a check swing in the dirt from Farmer.
What do you think, Kent? Did he go?
It was close. I could have seen it either way. Anthony Norris, first base umpire, says no. It'll be 2-0 now. What do you think?
I don't know. From here, it looked like he went. It seems like he broke that boundary from what would normally be called a no-go.
I agree. This one's a slider up and in. 3-0 now on Farmer. Yeah, it definitely looked like he broke his wrist there. Another unfortunate sequence.
But you know, the umpires are always going to have their own point of view of things. It's just you as the player that has to choose to move on from that, and that's the beauty of this game.
I agree. Murdoch fires in a strike on the outside corner. Moves the count to 3-1.
It's exactly the point of the game, is that you're just going to have to move on from whatever happened. Whatever happened, happened. You have to move forward. It's what happens next. That's what matters, and that's what makes a good ball player.
Murdoch trying to battle back. Does not, misses with a fastball, and the bases will be loaded again. I believe this is all 3 innings the bases have been loaded.
You know, given what I just said, I was hoping that was going to, like, telepathically motivate Murdoch to potentially get out of this inning. But now we're in a jam. Bases loaded. Not a situation you want to be in.
Dangerous hitter in the box. Left-handed hitting. Daniel Pulesic for the Eaters. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Murdoch's first pitch, just low, ball 1.
As the infield, and we'll bring it on in to Murdoch. Discuss a couple things. Cleaning off their cleats from the looks of it.
Maybe just trying to calm him down after the free pass issued, and now another ball here in a big spot. Only down by 4. Triton still in this game, but you know, a bases clearing double, 8-1. That would really lose morale for the team.
Not ideal. I agree. It would lose morale, especially early on in this game. It'd be hard to come back from. It's definitely possible to do so, but just the mentality of this game, something like that can easily bring you down and just really impact how the rest of the game will look.
So the 281 hitter in Pulesic is ready now with the 1-0 after this mound visit. Murdoch steps on the rubber to receive the sign from Martinez. Bases loaded, and the 1-0 pitch. It's another fastball missing low. 2-0 now.
2 fastballs there. Missing. See if maybe he seemed to have some excellent control over it.
Sticks with the fastball, but hits the strike zone. 2-1 now on Pulesic. Pulesic with a single and a strikeout so far this game. Looking to do more damage. And the 2-1 takes another strike at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in this third inning.
Excellent job of Martinez that time, being able to frame that one just to get a little bit extra oomph into the zone there and ensure that it's a strike call.
Murdoch fires. This one's chopped up the middle, picked up by Potestio, right side of the second base bag, and throws it to first just in time to retire the speedy Pulesic. Murdoch gets out of the bases loaded jam unscathed. Tritons remain down against UCI 5-1. Bottom of the third, Anthony Potestio to lead things off against Trevor Hansen, following maybe some possible momentum after Steele Murdoch was able to get out of that bases loaded jam in the top half of the inning. And Hansen already with 4 strikeouts, and this one's lined up the middle for Potestio, base hit. Leadoff runner aboard for the Tritons, and now the throw gets away. Potestio holds at first. Bit of an errant throw from the center fielder Farmer of UCI, getting the ball back in, but no advancement. That'll bring up Michael Crossland, ever so dangerous with the 9 home runs this season. Average not quite there as it was last season, and he really excels against left-handed pitchers, but Hansen, the right-hander. We'll see what he can do here. First pitch from Hansen is a nice curveball. Curves in there, strike 1.
Crossland with 140 at-bats, 32 hits across those. Also scoring 27 times himself.
Next pitch is a called strike 2 on Crossland.
I think it's important for the Tritons to take advantage of the fact that there's nobody out. We have a runner on.
Hansen ready with the 0-2, and that is maybe a cutter, slider, misses high. 1-2 now with Potestio on first.
Able to recognize that one, know that it's not in his zone. Sets up.
The 1-2 gets away from the catcher, Ortega. Third wild pitch of this game from Trevor Hansen. 2-2 now on Crossland.
3 wild pitches we've seen, if I'm not mistaken, across the past inning and now the half. So, it's interesting to see the way that he's trying to work around, get the outside of those zones, but they're not really entirely working in favor of Hansen.
Hansen with the 2-2, and this one's through the hole on the left side, base hit. Potestio will stop at third. Crossland with a single. Runners on the corners, nobody out for the Tritons here in this bottom of the third.
First and third scenario. Good field position for this Tritons team, especially given that there's nobody out. And we have Gabe Camacho, the 3-hitter, coming in now to the top of this lineup. So certainly field position to do some sort of damage and come out of this inning with their heads held high.
Absolutely, need to get a run on the board here at least. With nobody out.
Surely be a morale booster.
Camacho with the big leg kick takes a called strike 1. I'm looking at the left fielder Pulasic here, and I mean he is like in the gap. There's a huge hole over there on the left side. Pitch from Hansen is outside. Ball 1.
Yeah, big shift out there in the outfield, so I'm curious to see what the mindset is here of Camacho. If he's probably going to do some sort of action to maybe take that one over to left.
He's way out in front of an off-speed pitch. Another 2-strike count for Trevor Hansen. He's really been able to do that against the Triton hitters today.
Not the first time we've seen a 2-strike count, but the Tritons seem to have worked well, at least this inning so far, with those 2-strike counts.
And that one swung on and missed in the dirt by Camacho. Strikeout really is part of his game, unfortunately, as he goes down swinging for the first out of the inning.
Number 25, J.C. Allen.
J.C. Allen now runners remain on the corners with 1 away. Hansen looking for a double play ball to get out of this inning.
The ground out over to in the first inning, 6-3. For J.C. Allen, we'll see what he can do here.
He skies one on the right side, hooking foul. And the kids will get that one.
Free souvenir. Sure enough. I hear steps. I hear footsteps. Someone's running.
0-1 on J.C. Allen here. Cleanup hitter, third baseman for the Tritons. Righty delivers, and the righty swings and misses. 0-2. 4 home runs on the season for Allen with 27 RBIs. Hansen ready with the 0-2, and he throws it in the dirt. Allen able to lay off of it.
Got a 1-2 scenario again, not the first time we've seen this from Hansen. See what the approach is here. So they're dealing with a cleanup hitter, not just any person on the lineup.
Hansen throws a high fastball. Swing and a miss by Allen, couldn't catch up to it. And Hansen looking to get out of this inning unscathed now after 2 straight outs with the first 2 runners reaching base for the Tritons.
Allen unable to completely connect with that one. Certainly looks as if he was disappointed with himself after the fact. But we'll see what Alex Leppert can do. We mentioned before, quite excellent at drawing walks, having one earlier in the second inning. We'll see what happens here.
Left-handed hitter Leopard swings and misses at a pitch that bounced on the plate. Strike 1 on him now. Good block by Ortega to keep Crossland from getting to second.
Avoiding another wild pitch.
Yeah, a lot of those so far. 0-1 on the way, just misses with the breaking ball. Did Hansen, 1-1.
Hansen looking to try to bring that one down a little bit. Certainly has a good curve to it. Has excellent capabilities. Just the control a little more needs to be worked on.
This one's flied into left field. Pulasic and Farmer converging. It's going to be the left fielder Pulasic with the routine play in left center field. Hansen gets out of the inning, allowing no runners after the leadoff walk and followed by a single. UCI remains up 5-1 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Top of the 4th, UCI up 5-1 here. Steele Murdoch continues to stay in this game at 72 pitches so far. And he is facing Frankie Carney, the right fielder, left-handed hitter, who takes ball 1. One 1-0 from Murdoch. Slider in the dirt, 2-0.
2-0 very quickly here. It's going to be difficult to work in the later part of this game if you're Murdoch, especially given what's already happened. You have to try to work through that and move forward.
This one's ripped to right field pretty deep Costello going back on the warning track, jumps, can't get it, tips off his glove. This is going to be a triple maybe. Costello gets it into the infield, ball gets away. Now Allen's going to pick it up at third, and that's going to be a leadoff triple for Frankie Carney.
Gotta love the attempt there and the effort put in by Costello to try to bring that one back in preparation for it trying to, if it could have been a home run, especially with the wind here. But gotta love the effort there. Unfortunately, does result in a triple, but you know, a triple is better than a direct home run or a run gain that disadvantages the Tritons.
Absolutely. Couple feet away from a home run was Carney. And it'll bring up Augie Gutierrez now. And a pickoff to third base now by Steele Murdoch. Not every day you see those.
I'm sure it's just a reflection of his frustration of the fact that he's got a runner on third here to start off the inning. I'm sure that's just a reflection, a mirror of that, if you will.
First pitch to Gutierrez is down low. 1-0. Cleanup hitter is Gutierrez. Third baseman bats right. Righty delivers the 1-0, and it's lined into left field. This is going to be extra bases now for Gutierrez. Over to second, and it's misplayed in left field by Leopard, but he still gets it in time to keep Gutierrez to a double. It's going to be an RBI, though. UCI extends the lead to 5. It's 6-1 now.
Yeah, that one had a kind of hit the wall at an awkward angle, which resulted in the misplay by Leopard out there. But I'm curious as to what the thought process was there to have Leopard was a little more shaded off to the right in the gap area. So I'm curious what the thought process was on that, considering that it was a left-handed hitter, right-handed hitter.
I have to think that's something to do with the wind blowing out to right field. That's my guess.
You know
on
what?
that.
You're very right.
First pitch now to Alonso Reyes. He's way out in front of an off-speed pitch. 0-1. But yeah, I can't imagine anything else that shift being than for the wind. I don't know.
You say it in that way, put it in that perspective, that makes sense.
This ball is ripped to right field and deep. That is way gone for Alonso Reyes. One of the farthest balls I've ever seen hit at the Triton Ballpark. That, once again, almost reached the Medical Plaza parking lot in right field. It's a 2-run home run for Alonso Reyes. Anteaters are up 8-1 here in the top of the fourth.
That was quite the hit there. Got to give credit when credit's due. Excellently well-driven ball out there.
Yeah, that was extremely high. I mean, the only question was it fair or foul?
And I'm sure that's something that the wind also had some sort of play on, too.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Those foul poles over there are a little shorter, so it can be a little difficult to gauge and navigate that if you're an umpire.
Swing and a miss by Landon Gass to begin his at-bat. 0-1, Murdoch looking to clear his mind after the home run. Start of a new inning, think of it that way.
Start fresh from here. Build and just do better from here on.
Gass takes strike 2 on the black. He went down looking in the third inning with a single in the first. 0-2 now from Murdoch looking for the strikeout, and this one's hit into right field straight away. Towards the foul line is Costello and makes a running catch in foul territory. That's a nice play over there.
Quite an excellent job, and there's not a lot of foul territory over there on that right side, so Costello didn't have a lot of room to work with. But an excellent job being able to track that one down. Despite the wind that's blowing in that direction, it may cause him to have some sort of malfunction out there, but excellent job of getting the out. Routine play.
First out recorded, and now it's Noah Alvarez, the second baseman, to face Murdoch, and Murdoch gets ahead 0-1.
You know, that reminds me, I'm curious of what the practicing process is, given that location here and how close it is to the coast. And they have to keep in mind with like the coastal wind. So I'm curious of what the practice process is for this Triton team. If they practice scenarios like that on high windy days.
That is a great question. I'm sure they have to. Like, they have all season to prepare. Such a long time, so I'm sure they do. It's now 2-1 here on Noah Alvarez after 2 straight misses by Murdoch. Next pitch is lined pretty deep out to left center, but Crossland has a beat on it, and he's got it right in front of the warning track. Another deep fly out for the Anteaters, 2 away here in this 4th inning.
2 away. Murdoch certainly doing an excellent job at forgetting of whatever had just happened and moving forward from there. 2 outs. Both fly out to the outfield. But nonetheless, an out is an out.
That it is. Efren Ortega steps up to the plate, and he takes the first pitch ball. Doing the catching duties. He's had some nice blocks so far, but a lot of wild pitches nonetheless. And he fouls this one off behind. Evens the count at 1.
Behind the stands that time. Souvenir for someone back there.
The kids definitely got that one.
Gotta get their free things out of it. I don't know if they do that.
Murdoch with a slider, grounded over to third. J.C. Allen picks it up in a routine play over to first. Another 3 runs in the inning for the Eaters. They are up now 8-1 after 3.5 here at Triton Ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, Anteaters up over the Tritons, 8-1 here. UCSD looking for a bit of a rally against Trevor Hansen, who has been simply incredible so far this game. 6 strikeouts through only 14 batters faced, 4 hits allowed, and 1 earned run. First batter he's going to face in this inning is the catcher Travion Martinez.
Given that we're nearly an hour and a half in, there's still some fans that are showing up, which is always promising to see here. The support for the team.
Swing and a miss by Martinez, 0-1. Yeah, the crowd has been pretty good the last couple of weeks here, which is good to see. As Martinez takes outside.
It's just baseball being the spring sport. Baseball and softball, those are just prime spring sports in my opinion.
I would agree. 1-1 now from Hansen is a nice bender, but misses high. 2-1 now on Martinez. Softball team did win today at CSUN. Looking for a little late season playoff push. They're 4 games out of the last playoff spot. As Martinez fouls this one off to the right side.
Certainly possible, and that'll be interesting to see if this softball team is able to pull something off like that. That'd be pretty good for them. Pretty
Definitely.
incredible to see. Great representation of the school.
Hansen with the windup. 2-2 is grounded to second. Little slow play for Alvarez, who still makes the throw in time to retire Martinez. His bat was almost vertical when he swung at that one. That was so low. It's very interesting to see.
He was able to make contact of it, but at the same time, great attempt at being able to put the bat to the ball.
Yeah.
Or ball to the bat. Not sure how the saying goes.
Following Martinez is the right fielder, Nick Costello now, who's been heating up in recent games, getting the average up higher compared to what it was earlier this season, as he takes strike one. Hansen's 0-1 is in there, 0-2 now. Really getting ahead of hitters so far this game.
He has, as we work into this later part of this game, seems they have that he has a little more control over some of the pitches, like the fastball that time. Excellent location.
And that one, catcher Ortega was getting ready to throw it to third, but does not get the call from home plate umpire Patrick Riley. 1-2.
Looks like a very similar pitch to what we just seen the pitch before.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's interesting to see how that one wasn't called.
Now this one's grounded into the Triton's dugout as Costello remains alive. Hansen with another 1-2 count on a UCSD batter.
Seen quite a hefty amount of those so far.
This one's fouled into the net. Costello will receive another 1-2 pitch. Righty deals. Bit low, 2-2 now. Costello battling here with the one away in this bottom of the fourth.
Trying to get on so we can see some potential Triton action here.
And he takes ball 3 as he's fired up in the batter's box after taking that pitch.
Shook his head, knowing that that was a ball. That wasn't his zone. I'm curious to see what he's going to do here.
20 walks on the season so far for Costello. The payoff pitch is down low, ball 4, as he's trying to hype up this Triton dugout, down by 7 here, looking for anything they can get.
He's fired up, and I like that. I like that mentality. You're going to want to fire up your team. Given that it's a walk, you have a runner on now. So you're going to want to hype up this team, get them going, get some action, get some busyness across those base paths.
100%. Delshawn Lanier now with the lone Triton RBI back in the second inning. Will be up. And the first pitch to him is low. Ball 1. Like we said earlier, really struggled with the breaking balls outside, and he somehow got his bat to it, put it in play for an infield single, which is the lone Triton's run. And now pick off the first. Close play. Costello barely back in time.
Costello with 1 stolen base across 3 attempts. So we'll see if maybe we can see something out of him on the base paths.
Nice curveball on the outside corner there from Hansen for strike 1. Triton fans once again upset.
Just speaking their mind.
1-1 on the way, lined up the middle. It's another base hit for Lanier. Costello's going to go first to third up, and now it gets past all the outfielders. Costello's going to come home. Lanier into second. 2 RBI for Lanier this game with a double to center field here in the 4th inning. It's 8-2 Anteaters.
Great job right there putting the bat to the ball Still don't know if I'm saying that phrase right, but putting the bat to the ball that time and driving that one over to center field, just over the head of Fieldstad, unable to get it. And there was a bit of miscommunication out there as Polasek did kind of trip as he was trying to receive that one, and as a result, third base coach seen that and he was able to bring him in. Tritons are on the board once again in the inning. This is the first time since the second inning that they've scored a run.
Ryson Ujimori, the second baseman, looking to continue this train as he takes a call strike one after a bit of a botched frame job by Ortega there. No advance from Lanier on second.
Ball popping out of his glove.
0-1 now on Ujimori. And is ripped down the right field line, just foul.
Pretty good attempt, that one.
Had it been fair, would have been extra bases for sure there. 0-2 now, though.
Would have, and I'm sure that also sort of serves as an alert out there to those corners to be prepared for anything. Seen first baseman Reyes prepared to get down low for that one.
Hansen with another two-strike count strikes out Ujimori looking on a curveball that just breaks into the zone. Ujimori can't believe that one. That's a great pitch.
That was an absolutely great pitch. I agree. Couldn't ask for anything more on a type of pitch like that, honestly. You wanted to start, make it look like a ball, and then last second breaks right into the zone, right where you wanted it. Even better if the hitter doesn't even try to swing at it.
Absolutely.
You want to full them, make your balls look like strikes, make it strikes look like balls to the hitters.
Lineup turns over for Petesquio, who does have a single this game and a strikeout against Hansen. He takes ball one. Lanier still out there on second for the Tritons. And the 1-0 from the righty is a curveball in the dirt. Did he go around? Home plate umpire Patrick Riley doesn't even appeal to the third base umpire on that swing and calls a strike. Swinging strike, that is.
And Triton fans are going to give him an earful, as they have been for the past 4 innings. Certainly have had a fair share of controversial calls by home plate umpire Patrick Riley.
He's going to need a security escort out of this ballpark after the game.
Oh, absolutely.
1-1 is outside. 2-1 now on Petesquio. Two away here in this bottom of the fourth. 1-1, one run already in, looking for more. And Petesquio takes inside. 3-1 now.
And we've seen already the calls made across the diamond by some multiple umpires and how they've really impacted the game and what we've seen so far, where people were 1 strike away from getting out of a jam that ended up being catastrophic.
Hansen misses with ball 4, and that's a 29th walk of the season for Anthony Petesquio, who now leads the team, 3rd in the Big West, as we said earlier. That'll bring up the dangerous Michael Crossland with 1st and 2nd and 2 away. Crossland 2 for 2 already this game. Looking for his 3rd hit to bring in hopefully some more Triton runs.
Certainly no better person that we'd like to see in this position. At 2 for 2 today. With the runners on, trying to do some further damage. See if we can maybe even see some more runs being scored from the Tritons in this inning.
Bit of a meeting on the mound here. I don't know about what, though. It's between the umpire and Trevor Hansen. Now the Triton manager's out of the dugout coming to talk to him.
Seems to be first base coach that is fixing something. Looks to be somebody's cleat cleaner
yeah,
behind the mound.
maybe there's mud stuck in it, or it broke. They're putting a new one out there, it looks like.
Well, that's a first. Mid-game switch with the cleaner.
Yeah, Hansen wants this dirt out of his shoe, and it's been unsuccessful in doing so.
He's still out there putting in some extra work, trying to get the cleat out, the dirt.
Takes a bit of the rosin bag as he's going to try and retire Michael Crossland for the first time this game after 2 singles so far. Hansen's ready to go, and his first pitch, strike down the middle. Nine home runs for Crossland with 21 RBIs.
2 singles today.
0-1 is outside. Ball 1.
See what Crossland's mentality is here. In a dire position to put something into play.
Hansen's pitch grounded to shortstop, picked up by Felstad, and a flip to second for an easy out there. Hansen gets out of the inning with just the 1 run allowed. He protects this Eaters lead of 8-2 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. New pitcher here in the top of the 5th. Steele Murdoch done after 4 innings. 4 innings, 8 hits, 8 earned runs on 4 walks and only 3 strikeouts and a hit batter. 89 total pitches. It's raised his ERA up to 6.75 after such a promising outing 2 weeks ago at Santa Barbara. Went the 8 innings, 1 run. Really caught the attention of in the top 100 of draft prospects here. And then Cal Poly last week really fell off with the 6 walks, 6 runs, and only 2 strikeouts. Bit of a struggle for Murdoch, but he'll turn over the ball to Jake Villar here in this 5th inning. Villar, the left-handed pitcher, 6.92 ERA. Most of those runs he's allowed have been in non-conference play. First pitch here from Villar is just inside to the batter, Zach Felstad, the shortstop, left-handed hitter.
Villar with 26 innings of work. We're leaving here for Murdoch after quite the outing. He did his job.
Felstad pops it up.
Best of his
Villar
ability.
chasing after it. Catcher Martinez now backing up, and he can't find it. And the ball drops right next to them.
Certainly a couple of factors impacting that one. It's that time of the day, awkward time of the day. We mentioned it before. It's that twilight type of sky that makes the ball hard to see. In addition to that, we have the cloud coverage that can just make it even worse. And then as a third thing to make it even worse right there, we have the wind that makes it hard to try to settle underneath it, because it'll always make a last-minute turn.
Tough play there. 1-1 from Villar now. Just a bit high, 2-1. All the factors working against Martinez there behind home. Villar will still have a chance to retire Felstad. So he has a 2-1 count. And the lefty fires, and this one's lined into left field. Leopard now with a routine play, able to make the catch. One away here in this 5th inning.
We've seen a fair share of a lot of high hit flyouts. We've seen a fair share of them sent all around the outfield so far this game, primarily hit by this Anteaters team. Something to keep in account for the Tritons defense.
Lineup turns over for Tommy Farmer, the center fielder. First pitch to him is a changeup, low for ball 1. Crazy stat on Villar. About 2 weeks ago, in conference play, he'd only allowed 3 runners that he did not pick off. As he fires in strike 1. So allowed 8 runners in conference play, and only 3 were not picked off.
It's quite the stat right there.
Yeah. Very impressive from the lefty. It's been on fire recently. No runs in 3 2/3 innings against Cal Poly, and no runs against Santa Barbara, and no runs in 4 innings against Hawaii. In his last 4 appearances there. Next pitch is fouled off by Farmer. 1-2. And Villar deals a changeup that just misses outside. Count evens 2-2. Two on the way now to Farmer. And that's a changeup, and that one caught the outside corner. Called strike there for Villar, 2 away here in this inning.
One thing about Villar that we need to keep an eye out right there is that changeup. That changeup can be a make or break in situations like this, and it'll be certainly something to keep an eye out.
Now the changeup breaking down and away from right-handed hitters is extremely difficult for them. Now he's going to face a lefty in Daniel Pulasic, who's 1 for 3 today. There's a changeup, just misses low though. Pulasic with a single and a strikeout so far. And now the 1-0 from Villar, taking his time. Bit of a sinker that drops into the zone for strike 1.
Villar has a couple of quite a hefty amount of pitches in his arsenal, which is certainly good if you're a relief pitcher to keep the hitters on their toes.
1-1 on the way. There's the changeup. Out in front of it is Pulasic, grounded to second. Ujimori picks it up cleanly and makes a routine throw over to first. 1-2-3 inning for Jake Villar. That's the first of the game for the Tritons. They head to the bottom of the 5th inning looking to cut into this 8-2 deficit against the Eaters. Bottom of the 5th. Trevor Hansen back out there on the mound for UC Irvine, even on 85 pitches. 2 runs allowed on 5 hits and 3 walks with 7 strikeouts so far this game. And he's going to face the lefty in Gabe Camacho.
Going out for his 5th inning of work. And Eater certainly trusting what he has and his ability to continue forward in this game.
Big swing by Camacho, fouls it off his leg for strike 1. Hansen really been able to get in ahead of Triton hitters so far. Ton of first pitch strikes. And that one's outside for ball 1.
Especially for Hansen, we've seen a lot of 1-2 counts. He's able to get him down to those 2 strikes in which he throws a pitch that the Tritons aren't really expecting and has been getting them so far.
Off-speed pitch just misses inside, 2-1 now. Rare count where Hansen falls behind the hitter.
Haven't seen this a lot tonight, as you mentioned. Pretty rare to see Hansen falling behind. We'll see what he does here.
2-1 way outside, 3-1 now. Maybe the high pinch count is fatiguing him perchance.
So he gets to the point of that night where your just arm naturally kind of takes its own toll.
3-1's in there though for a strike with a fastball. Count goes full on Gabe Camacho. Huge pull shift here by the Irvine. And a swing and a miss. Hansen with his 8th strikeout of the game. Simply dominant so far.
Proceeds to do it again. Got Gabe Camacho earlier with the strikeout. Gets him again. Whatever he has going on, he's dominating with it tonight. He's riding. He has been riding it. And it proceeds to show in the Tritons' performance, only getting 5 hits across the first couple innings.
J.C. Allen steps up and he cracks one deep to left field. This one's a no-doubt home run for J.C. Allen over the trees underneath the trolley. Solo shot for J.C. Allen cuts the lead to 8-3.
That one had a lot of drive to that one. Got sent up there, far and gone.
Absolutely crushed that one to left field, did J.C. Allen, no doubt about it. And now Irvine has sent the entire dugout over to the bullpen. There's about 5 people up and warming over there after that home run by Allen.
Just like that one swing of the bat, and now there's a lot of action going on in the Irvine bullpen.
And now Alex Leopard gets hit in the foot by a curveball, and he's in a little bit of pain, hobbling over to first base now.
It's only natural if he's hit in that Achilles heel area.
Trainers are going to come out and look at him.
Could be a weak point there, but we've seen a lot of walks and a lot of hit by pitches from Alex Leopard this season. So he is no stranger to getting hit with the ball. But certainly does not make it any easier whenever it does happen.
Trainers still checking on him, moving his leg around, walking it off.
You can tell he's still struggling with putting some pressure on it every step that he takes. It looks difficult for him. As his walk does eventually go back to normal. Triton fans letting him.
He's going to take a run behind first now. Definitely seems better than before.
Seems better, but it doesn't seem complete.
Yeah.
Yet, I don't know. Something about it just feels like there's still a bit of a limp there, which is natural. It's going to hurt, obviously.
Wonder if Leopard takes off on the first pitch. Maybe a bit of a show there, maybe.
That's going to be an interesting call. I guess we'll see in the end of the day what his call is, if he believes that his ability to run is well, which looks like he's putting full pressure on that ankle.
Martinez lines one into right field. It's going to get into the corner. Leopard will go to third. Over to second goes Martinez. Throw was cut off. Second and third, one out here in the bottom of the fifth.
That's what the Tritons needed. J.C. Allen with that home run opened the floodgates for these Tritons. Alex Leopard was hit by pitch, and here we are now. Travion Martinez, that time with the double.
Second baseman Alvarez cut that throw off. I thought if it went all the way, there would have been a chance to get Martinez at second there. I was a little interested to see that.
I did note that.
Second and third, though. 2 hits in the inning. No, 2 hits in the inning for the Tritons. Looking to add on some more runs here is Nick Costello, and he takes one in the dirt. Hansen getting a little wild. 95 pitches so far by Trevor Hansen, and they're still leaving him out there.
Still leaving him out there. We have some action over there in the Irvine bullpen. I'm sure that any one of these at-bats will be his last batter faced.
Now a curveball misses low again, 2-0.
2 balls in a row without a strike to, Costello here. That's not a good sign if you're Hansen.
2-0, fastball misses low, 3-0 now.
Third one. I don't think we've seen many, if any, at all.
Yeah, I don't
3-0
think so.
situations involving Hansen.
Absolutely not. Wonder if Costello gets the red light here after 3 straight balls. He takes, and that's ball 4. He thought it was a strike. Patrick Riley calls it a ball. Bases loaded now for Delshawn Lanier.
No better field position here. They have 2 outs to work with, which is certainly a good sign. Bases loaded. Got Delshawn Lanier getting on. He had a double earlier in the 4th and a single in the 2nd. Honestly, in this game that we've had so far, no better person, as it seems we'll be getting a mound visit and potential
This looks
pitching
like,
change.
Yep, new pitcher for the Eaters in a bases loaded situation. And you know, that home run for J.C. Allen was just the second that Trevor Hansen has allowed all season. Over 62 innings, has only allowed 2 home runs now.
Quite an excellent job at limiting that and doing his part.
Hansen is done after 4 1/3, 3 runs, all earned, with 4 walks and 7 hits, but 8 strikeouts for him on the day. He's responsible for all 3 runners on base. As we have a lefty, it's the top 50 MLB prospect, Ricky Ojeda, who's moved to the bullpen this season after having a 5 ERA to start the year as a starter after all the hype in the offseason that this guy was going to be one of the greatest pitchers in the nation in the years to come. Really struggled to start the season, and they moved him back to the bullpen. He has a .2 ERA in his last 13 innings since moving back to the bullpen. And he's coming in a big jam here for the Eaters, trying to protect their 5-run lead with the bases loaded.
For a top 50 prospect, you said.
Yep.
This is certainly a scenario that's worth showing to prospects or anyone in general. His capabilities here. No better position for him. I'm sure this is something that he's himself also wants to be a part of.
He barely threw any warm-up pitches, and he is fired up. He's telling people to get into their positions. He is ready to get this at-bat over with. And we've seen the scouts here. The scouts are here for him. For him and Steele Murdoch.
Scouts present tonight. Indeed. Have some presence here. See what Ojeda has in his back pocket. In a bases loaded jam. Only 1 out.
Delshawn Lanier, who thrives against left-handed pitchers. The first pitch to him from Ojeda misses. Oh, on the outside corner. A bit of a late call from the home plate umpire there. 0-1 now.
Like that pitch location. See if he can mimic that. Go with it again.
Lefty delivers, and it's sliced foul on the right side. Ojeda ahead 0-2 now on Lanier.
He's got himself a pretty good fastball.
That he does.
Pretty good fastball. I'm curious if he's going to return to that one again.
0-2 from Ojeda. Fastball again. Lanier late, but able to tip it into the net.
Late in, that was inside as well. So it
Good
seemed
location.
like great location indeed. It seemed like, Lanier was able to get that one a little closer to his hands.
Ojeda now misses up and away for ball one.
It's an off speed that time, not really breaking as he intended it to, resulting in it being too high.
1-2 on the way, and that was a changeup. Lanier pulls it foul.
Change up that time. We've seen curveball, fastball, and now the change up from him. 3 different pitches. Lanier steps back in, and we shall see what he delivers.
1-2 is high. Lanier battling, evens the count at 2, with the bases still loaded. It's Leopard at third, Martinez at second, Costello at first here in this big spot in the bottom of the 5th, down by 5. From the stretch, Ojeda delivers low. Ball 3 now. What an at-bat by Lanier so far. Fouled off some great pitches.
Excellent discipline there and being able to read him and understand what he's throwing. See what happens here.
Working quickly, Ojeda fires. This one lined to right field and deep, but it's gonna go foul. Fouls off another pitch, does Lanier.
Lanier is reading that one and he's seeing it. All it takes is for him to line that one up, just get the perfect execution of it. It can be dangerous for this Irvine team.
9th pitch of the at-bat is into left field. There's nobody there in left field. It's gonna get all the way to the warning track. This is gonna be another double for Delshawn Lanier. Brings in 2 runs, it's 8-5.
Delshawn Lanier, excellent job at lining that one up. He had the pitches, he was reading them. All it took is for him to line one up, take it into that gap area where there's no one there. An insane shift on him.
That was one of the craziest push shifts I've ever seen.
Absolutely. Worked in favor of the Tritons and an absolutely excellent and disciplined at-bat by Delshawn Lanier. Ends up in a double. Tritons are able to get some extra runs out of that one.
Tritons now gonna bring the tying run to the box. It's gonna be Bryson Ujimori. Or is this a pinch hitter? I believe it's a pinch hitter.
Looks like we will get a pinch hitter here. I missed the PA broadcast on that one, so I couldn't hear what the name.
Addison Klepsch. He is the other second baseman for the Tritons. Check swing called strike 1. Ujimori, the lefty, usually gets the start when it's a right-handed pitcher on the mound. Klepsch gets the start when it's a lefty, since he's a right-handed batter, and now he'll be in to face the lefty in Ojeda.
Klepsch with the 605 OPS.
0-1 lined into left field. Base hit for Klepsch. They're going to hold Lanier at third. It's 8-6 now.
And that's what you like to see. The Tritons are fired up. Call it a rally. They are down by 2. Excellent execution there at pulling that one in the area just over the head of Fieldstad. Excellent job.
Klepsch firing up the dugout on his way to first. Very rare occurrence to seeing Ricky Ojeda giving up 2 hits in an inning. And now he's going to face the leadoff hitter in Potestio. Tying run on first base now after being down 8-1. Potestio takes a changeup on the outside corner. Strike 1.
Certainly one of those scenarios where sometimes going to the bullpen does not favor the team. Sure, Irvine's wondering if they could have kept their starter.
Potestio fouls this one off into the parking lot. 0-2 on him now. Just trying to get the ball in play. 4 runs already in this inning. It's 8-6 Eaters. See what Potestio can do. Pitch from Ojeda. Lined into left field. This could get the job done. Left fielder Pulasic ranging back, makes the play. Lanier's going to come in to score. 8-7 UCI over UCSD now after the sac fly by Potestio.
This was an excellent inning to watch. If it ends here, the inning, I would be content with that. They're down by 1 now. Started off with a J.C. Allen home run over to left field. And the Tritons have just been building off of that. Excellent job, and everyone's done their part. Whether it is a sac fly, being a runner, everyone's done their part here.
Now a nasty pickoff move by Ojeda over there, but Klepsch is back in time. Every batter's just getting it to the next man, just trying to get the ball in play.
Passing the torch over, just trying to do something.
Another pickoff move by Ojeda, and Klepsch dives back head first.
Sure, that reflects on Ojeda's mentality here. Seemingly not being happy with the fact that he has another runner on and that he's allowed this amount of runs.
First pitch to Michael Crossland is high from Ojeda.
Clausen with 2 singles early on in the game and a fielder's choice in the 4th. See what happens here.
Ojeda deals the 1-0. Slow changeup there, but misses high with it. Now 2-0 on Crossland.
Having some difficulty here in this little stretch. This at-bat so far with the location of some of the pitches.
2-0 on the way, foul tipped into the mitt by Crossland.
Crossland reading that one out of the glove, able to recognize it, see if he's able to connect with one, cause even more havoc.
Pitch on the way, fouled back behind us. Evens the count at 2-2 with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Crossland 2 fouls, foul tip and then foul ball there.
Ojeda working quickly again. Checks the runner back, fires a changeup high. Count goes full on Michael Crossland.
Seen a full count here from Ojeda before. Did not work in his favor. See if Crossland can have a similar effect here.
Third baseman way on the line now, and the pitch lined into left field, pretty deep. Pulesic going back, and he misses the ball. Klepsch is going to score from first, Crossland into second. The Tritons have come all the way back and tied this game at 8.
What an excellent job there. And that's baseball, folks. They have come back. It's tied at 8 now in what has been a very exciting game. Seem to have a little bit of a bobble there. That is not a good situation. I'm curious of what had happened there. Maybe it was a misstep that caused that.
Pitching coach coming out now to talk to Ojeda. Scorekeeper rules that one a hit. And even in the push shift, the left fielder Pulesic was over there and he had to leap, and the ball, he had the ball in his glove and it fell out before when he took a step down, it appeared.
Yeah, that one was in the glove, and
Yeah.
it seemed like it was in the process of closing, and that one just popped right out. Probably hit the palm and
Yeah.
immediately popped right out. But that's certainly an unfortunate situation for him and these Anteaters team, but absolutely one to remember for the Tritons as they are back into this game, scoring 6 runs in this inning.
Another wild game for the Tritons. Thinking of the 14-13 victory at CSUN and the 16-15 victory on Sunday. And now Gabe Camacho takes ball 1 from Ojeda.
Trent certainly taking advantage of all these opportunities they've had this inning, as that is a great morale booster leading into the later half of this game.
Ojeda fires in strike 1. 1-1 now to Camacho, looking to take the lead with the go-ahead run in Crossland on second. Lefty delivers a changeup on the outside corner. Crossland didn't like it. Sorry, Camacho didn't like it.
Love to see these lefty-lefty matchups in the process of trying to select the correct pitch and also the execution of it.
1-2 on the way. Line to down the right side and foul.
If he squared that one up just a bit, that probably would have gone in between the gap. The first and second could have been another hit.
Definitely would have scored the run there had it been fair. And now another 1-2 on the way from the top 50 prospect. Just misses. Seen that one called the strike by Patrick Riley this game before. Calls it a ball here.
Gives Camacho another chance to do something here. Free opportunity.
2-2 outside with a slider. Full count now to Camacho, looking to extend this inning with 2 outs.
Another full count. We've seen that multiple times from Ojeda. Has not worked in his favor.
Payoff pitch on the way. It's low. Ball 4. Inning continues. J.C. Allen, the cleanup hitter, up next. 27 RBIs on the season for him, with runners on first and second here.
It's the second time we're seeing Allen in this inning as he started us off with a home run.
Oh, that is
that
right.
opened the floodgates to this run frenzy from the Tritons.
And that was with 1 out, too. 9 batters with only 1 out since then. First pitch to Allen, high with a changeup.
Since then, only able to record 1 out. That is not something you want to see from Irvine.
1-0. In there, strike 1.
At the 1-1 count here, Silva Ojeda's going to go with the fastball.
Ojeda fires. That's a changeup. It's lined up the middle. Crosland's going to be waved around. Throw from the center fielder is cut off. Tritons have taken the lead here in the 5th inning.
Wow.
Unbelievable. 7 spot here in the bottom of the 5th.
What a performance. 7 runs in this inning. Tritons take the lead in the 5th inning for the first time this game.
Wow.
And it's done by the man who started off this rally. Tritons looking to extend their lead and further the damage.
Alex Leopard now, another left-on-left matchup, and we're going to have is this a pitching change? Pitching coach is heading out. This is the 2nd time this inning.
Looks to be so.
It is. Ricky Ojeda, the top 50 MLB prospect with all the scouts in the attendance, goes just 1/3 of an inning allowance, 3 earned runs on 4 hits and a walk. He's responsible for the runners on first and second.
Trenton's able to crack him that time.
Wow.
And the top 50 prospect goes down to the Tritons as he makes his way off the field.
I have 2 questions for the UCI coaching staff here. Ojeda, usually a starter, they've moved him to the bullpen. They put him in the middle of an inning where he doesn't get his full warm-up. I wonder if that had something to do with him not performing to his best today.
Yeah, that's a very good question, because honestly, it's not something that he's used to. It's something that not really expected out of him. So maybe it was just a shock, bodily wise, maybe just a rejection of that whole process and the idea of it being.
Yeah. And then the other question, Trevor Hansen was on 85 pitches to start this inning. He had a rough inning last inning. They had all the people warming in the bullpen, and they still let him start this inning. And he went through like 4 or 5 batters, and maybe 3 or 4 had hits. I was surprised they left him in there for so long.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why they allowed it to happen, why they allowed him to essentially set that up for Ojeda to be in that position.
That was a tough spot to be put into.
It is, and as the pitcher, it's just difficult to have to be put in that spot, especially if it's something that you're unfamiliar with and you're already trying to get to know. It's a difficult position to be in, and having to deal with that and not wait on your back. And you can't get too comfortable in that scenario. They were
Yeah.
They were leading going into this by 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 8-2. Crazy. Well, inning is still on. The new pitcher's Dane Grant with a 5 ERA over 19 2/3 innings of work so far this season. 22 strikeouts so far. And he's going to face Alex Leopard. Runners on first and second, another left-on-left matchup here. Triton's now looking to extend their 9-8 lead here.
Lefty-lefty matchup. We'll see what Grant has for us.
First pitch in the dirt, 1-0. From Grant to Leopard, left on left, and that one bounced almost on the dirt, the grass. Spiked a fastball, 2-0 now.
Leopard looking like he had a flashback to what had happened earlier in the inning when he got hit right there in the ankle in what looked very painful.
That's right.
That one a little too close for comfort there as he steps in here.
Seems good here. 2-0 to him. Up and in. Had to get out of the way of that one. 3-0 now.
3-0 to start off this appearance for Grant. Wonder if he was one of the initial people that they had throwing in. Maybe sat him down when Ojeda started and brought him back up. I'm curious.
Maybe. 3-0 down the middle with a fastball.
Throwing the fastball there, just doing something he can trust to ensure that he doesn't allow another runner on. See, maybe he'll go to that fastball again.
3-1 now. It's lined to right field and deep. Is it fair? It's just foul. Just foul. Oh, missed a 3-run home run by a couple feet. Did Alex Leopard. And he'll get a payoff pitch here. Well, everyone will have to return to their bases. Leopard was at second.
Yikes, that one.
Was called foul.
And it's close to call. It's difficult one to call, certainly, because the foul pole was, as we've already mentioned earlier, they're not that high.
Yeah.
So you're just going to have to kind of judge it based off of your intuition and I guess your depth perception also, if you're the umpire.
Yeah, definitely a close one there. Would agree that it was foul, though. Would agree.
I would. And no challenge from the Triton's dugout, so they also agree and they recognize that. So Alex Leopard with another chance here.
And he takes ball 4 on the inside corner. Irvine dugout chirping at Patrick Riley now. Tables have turned with the UCI team now.
Tables
upset with the umpire.
It's crazy. It's been a very flip-flop situation that we've had with home plate umpire Patrick Riley thus far this game, but Alex Leopard, who leads the Triton's team with walks, gets on with another walk.
Bases will be loaded. Yeah, that is what he's known for. Bases will be loaded for the catcher of Travion Martinez. First pitch to him low, back pick to first. Leopard back easily. Irvine looking for anything just to get out of this inning. It's like 12 batters, only 1 out in this inning so far.
Yeah, that's very troubling to see if you're this Irvine team. Going into this game, they had high hopes. Obviously, they scored, had a 3-run homer in the first.
Martinez swings and misses way out in front of a changeup that bounces.
Ortega doing his best at ensuring that the ball stays in front of him. And also a great job earlier with the pop-up and throw immediately over down to first. Wasn't in time, but great reflexes there.
1-1 now on the Triton catcher. The pitch, changeup way out in front of it again, but fouls it off himself. Does Martinez.
A 1-2 situation here. This is the first time in a while that we've seen 1-2. Back when we had Hansen pitching, we had a lot of 1-2 scenarios, and then in the past inning, we just rarely been seeing any. We've seen a lot of we've seen a lot of hitter-favored counts. We'll see what happens here.
Dane Grant looking to get out of this inning. 1-2 pitch. It's a changeup, misses outside. 2-2. Even count for Martinez. Bases loaded. 2 outs. 7 runs already in this inning. We'll see what he can do.
Grant just needing to get 1 out here. 1 strike.
From
If that.
This one fouled off on the right side by Martinez.
Martinez reading it, seeing it, and that's a great first sign that we want to see here. If you're a hitter, as long as you're able to read it and see it out of the glove, that's a good sign. Now it just needs to be squared up and make a proper connection and see some further damage from this Tritons lineup.
Another 2-2 on the way. Line to left field, but right at, oh my goodness. Pulisic, it was lined right at him. Bit of a misjudgment there. He had to jump and catch it. Tritons score 7 runs and take the lead. It's 9-8 after 5 complete innings. Almost a couple more in on that play out there by Pulisic. Wow.
It's a new ball game.
It is a new ball game.
It is an absolutely new ball game, and what's insane is we still have about 4 innings of baseball in what felt like it's been multiple games that we've witnessed already.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We have a new ball game here, and this has been quite the game so far.
That it has. You know, that was like a 30, 40-minute inning, and now Jake Villar is going to go back out there on all that rest. I wonder if that's going to affect him at all.
Yeah, that was quite the rest, and it's chilly enough out here, so that's going to be quite difficult trying to maintain the arm warmth as a pitcher. That's a pretty difficult time. So we're going to see if Jake Villar can maintain what he had done in the previous innings, not allowing a single run. That was the first time that Tritons pitching has done that since the 3rd.
Wow.
So very interesting to see what will happen here. Certainly we hope for the best for Villar.
Yep. But we'll see when this inning starts. Jake Villar done warming up. He'll be facing Frankie Carney with the Tritons now having the lead here in this top of the 6th inning. Bit of a pull shift in third baseman Allen playing on the grass. First pitch is a ball low.
Coming in at second now, we have Thomas Mayer after his pinch hitting appearance earlier for Ujimori.
1-0 on the way from Villar. It's called strike 1.
Tritons doing an excellent job in the last inning offensively, able to crack the top 50 pitcher in the name of Ojeda in what could have been an interesting night for him with the scouts in attendance.
That it was. 1-1 called strike 2 with a check swing regardless.
Scouts in attendance, spotlight on him. It's unfortunate to see the type of pressure and how it can crack an individual player in this game, but that's what this game is all about, pressure.
Absolutely. It was a tough spot to be put in, nonetheless. 1-2, thought about it, did Carney, but he does not go around. 2-2 now. Yeah, the scouts have departed the Triton ballpark following that performance from Ojeda, sadly.
They have departed, and if I'm not mistaken, I hate to say, but they did depart halfway through Ojeda's outing. It's unfortunate to see, but as the scout, you're just there to see. You're there to see and observe and see if they're a possible great fit for your team, for your organization.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly the scouts have seen what they needed to see. But that does not nonetheless does not shape of who the
Car-
players are.
Carney lines this one right at Leopard. Makes the play for out number 1. The scouts will be back for him. One bad
Absolutely.
outing doesn't define him. For
Absolutely. That's the thing. That's the beauty about this game is in the big leagues, it's 162 games. One bad game, one bad outing does not affect who you are as a player. So certainly we wish the best of him, best for him
Sure.
in all his future endeavors.
100%. So after Villar retires Carney, he'll face the cleanup hitter, right-handed hitter of Gutierrez. Third baseman for the Eaters takes the ball outside. Scouts definitely could have been here for Steele Murdoch as well.
Absolutely.
Been some chatter about him getting drafted this season. Not the greatest outing for him, however.
With a similar case.
This one's lined down the left field. Be a base hit for the cleanup hitter, Augie Gutierrez. Runner on first for UCI with one away.
Gutierrez, great job pulling that one over to the left field side. Certainly got ahead of it, over the head of J.C. Allen, and gets in for a single.
Curious to see this pickoff move by Villar here.
Something that we've seen from Villar in quite a couple outings now. He's, like you mentioned earlier, he picks off quite frankly, quite a lot. He picks off a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here.
Pitch on the way to Alonso Reyes. It's a called strike. A bigger lead than I'd expect from Augie Gutierrez on first. That last pitch, but he is 5 for 5 when stealing. 0-1 from Villar. Long look at Gutierrez on first, and he throws it back. Somewhat close play there. Called safe.
That was a great pickoff move there. Certainly fooled, but not enough to get him out. But great location right there, and the way he threw it also, right in the path of the runner, just not in time. See if he can get him here.
Villar does come home with the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. 0-2 now on Reyes.
Looked like a changeup that time.
Definitely out in front of that one. See what Villar goes to here on this 0-2. And he spikes one in the dirt. 1-2. Nice block by Martinez behind the dish to keep Gutierrez from advancing.
Excellent job, because the last thing that they want is a runner in scoring position. When it's this close of a lead, they're going to want to get to a little space where their offense can produce more. So great job by Martinez in ensuring ball stays in front of him and that no runner advances.
1-2 from Villar now, looking for the strikeout. It's a changeup way out in front of it, but fouls it off. Does Alonso Reyes.
Reyes starting to see that one, becoming a little more familiar with his pitches, as he's seen quite a few pitches here from Villar.
I just noticed Alonso Reyes has 2 home runs today.
Wow, how am I barely realizing that now too?
Pickoff from Villar, and he got him. It was not even close.
Yeah.
The move is just completely nasty from Jake Villar. I don't know how he does it. I don't know why the runners even try to get a big lead over there. That's his 7th pickoff of the season.
Too far of a lead that time. Did not work in his favor. Absolutely interesting to see that.
And now he's looking for the strikeout to end this inning. 1-2-3. Reyes with the 2 home runs already. And this one's grounded softly to first. Camacho will pick it up and step on the bag. 1-2-3 inning following the pickoff from Villar. Tritons remain in front 9-8 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dane Grant returns to the mound here in the bottom of the 6th inning after getting out of that bases loaded jam in the 5th. Didn't let the Tritons lead get too large. And he'll be facing the lefty and Nick Costello first.
Costello with 2 walks, able to score in both. Looking to get on and get something going for the Tritons here to extend their lead.
First pitch from the lefty is a beautiful slider that hooks in there. 2 runs scored on those walks, like you said. And the 0-1 from Grant on the way. Maybe crossed up the catcher Ortega there. Unable to corral that one on a pitch down the middle. Don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened either. I honestly couldn't even tell. Did it hit the plate itself or did it hit the dirt?
It hit his glove like it was off the ground.
That's what I thought too.
Swing and a miss by Costello to move the count to 1-2.
Grant faced 2 hitters in the last inning, walked 1. The other one got out of a jam.
Looking for the strikeout on Costello, and slider just breaks out of the zone there for ball 2.
He has himself an excellent slider. Something certainly to watch out for. Just a matter of controlling it and getting it to break perfectly when in the zone.
2-2 now, hits him. That was right on the shoulder, maybe the back of Costello.
Costello will get on via a walk. This time it's hit by pitch for the 3rd time this game. And we seen him earlier, if I'm not mistaken, in the 4th when he got his first walk. He was the one that was hyped about that, and he was trying to motivate his team.
That's right. That's right.
So he's definitely wearing them tonight and taking advantage of those, scoring in both of those situations, as we will get another pitching change.
Yes, yes. Anteaters are scared of this right-handed batter of Lanier to face the lefty as he does his damage against the lefty. We saw that last inning. They took out a righty for a lefty, and he had a great at-bat and lined that double into left field to continue that rally, get the Tritons within striking distance. And he's 3 for 3 with a single, 2 doubles, a run scored, and 2 RBIs.
Delshawn Lanier, certainly a dangerous name in this lineup, this game so far.
I would consider him the player of the game so far.
100% agree.
Well, it'll be a right-handed pitcher. As stated many times, against the righties, Lanier struggles to lay off that outside breaking pitch.
It'll be number 33, Tyler Foster.
Alrighty.
Try to get my notes pulled up on him.
Me too. 4.32 ERA, about average. 1.1 WHIP, very good. Over 25 innings of work for Foster. Extremely able to command the ball extremely well. 22 strikeouts compared to just 3 walks over those 25 innings. Long ball is a bit of a problem. Does have 5 home runs allowed.
Looking favorable in favor of the Tritons. But certainly something to look forward to. Be an interesting matchup here.
That it will.
Right-handed pitcher this time.
Stat broadcast has input the wrong pitcher, it seems.
Yeah, that's not even close. Oh, they put number 32 rather than number 30. See the confusion?
Yeah.
But that is not correct. Surely get that fixed up in just a moment as Delshawn Lanier steps back in for his 4th plate appearance.
3 for 3. And he takes a fastball in the outside corner with Costello on first and nobody out.
Good location for that fastball. And that outside corner that'll cause Lanier to reach for it.
Pickoff attempt there by Foster. But Costello's back easily. Lanier's raised his average to 281 this game. It's 246 at the beginning. And that's a called strike 2. 0-2 now on Lanier. We'll see if they go to the breaking pitches away. Oh and 2 now from Foster. There it is. He lays off of it. That one was really away outside though. 1-2 now.
Very much so. With an early break, that one. Not exactly what he wanted. 1-2 result.
1-2, same exact spot. 2-2.
A little more lower that time in the dirt. Seems like he's trying to work through and navigate it little by little, inching closer towards the plate. See if he'll maybe pull that one out again.
Foster delivers this time a fastball. Maybe looking to catch the outside corner, but misses low. Count goes full for Lanier now.
That one had a little falling action to
Maybe a
that one.
sinker?
I did notice that one.
Okay.
I'm thinking a sinker.
Payoff pitch from Foster, and he checks over on Costello, who slides head first.
First batter faced, already full count.
Another good at bat from Lanier here. Really been able to work it so far. Costello goes, and he swings and misses. Costello is in there safely. Ball goes into center field, and he'll head to third on the bad throw by the catcher Ortega. Another breaking ball way outside, and Lanier unable to lay off of that one. Stolen base though for Costello.
Breaking ball that time, as you mentioned. Yeah, that one's one of those where it looks like it's gonna be good and then last second breaks. That one had an excellent break to it at the last second there. Gets him swinging, but in the end, a net gain for the Tritons, I would say, as they have a runner in scoring position at third now.
After Lanier, I believe it's Thomas Mayer takes ball 1. Mayer indefensively last inning after Klepsch with the pinch hit single last in the 5th inning. And he takes ball 2 outside.
Mayer's first appearance here at the plate this game, batting 143 with a 571 OPS.
This one's lined into center field, a base hit. It'll bring home Costello from third. Tritons extend the lead to 10-8.
10-8 now, you couldn't see it. He had to reach for that one just a bit, but worked in his favor, able to meet it right in the perfect sweet spot of the bat. Sent that one over the head of Felstad. In his favor, brought in a run. He stands on first now as the Tritons have a 2-run lead after being down by 6 earlier on.
Testio looking to continue this rally. Takes down and in for ball 1. UCSD substitutions really doing their job today. It's a hit from Klepsch and the hit from Mayer so far after coming in for Ujimori. Now a back pick over to first after a ball.
Yeah, they've been doing an excellent job at knowing the situation and knowing the dire need for something at that time. And certainly been able to execute tonight.
2-0 now to the patient Potestio. And he flies one deep to center field. Farmer's going back. It's deep on the warning track. And he's got it crashing up against the wall. Nice play by Farmer out there, knowing where the wall is and able to make that play.
Absolutely. That one, he had to keep running for that one. It seemed like it was never going to come down. Eventually, it did get to a point in which he did reach it, still on the run, knowing of the warning track out there. An excellent job, and unfortunately for Potestio, the one time the wind wasn't blowing.
Yeah, hit that one to the deepest part of the yard as well. Unfortunate for him, as you said. It'll be Michael Crossland now. 3 for 4 is Crossland. And he takes strike one.
That's the San Diego weather. It's just randomly fluctuating throughout the day, so it makes it hard for these outdoor sports like this.
Foster with an extremely slow pitch there. Gets it in the zone for strike two.
Looks like it might have thrown off Crossland a bit. You know, that one's one that we haven't seen so far today.
This is a fastball line to right field. Back goes Carney, and he's got it on the warning track. Two back-to-back deep flyouts by the Tritons, but results in nothing. As they do tack on another run, they lead 10-8 over the Eaters as we head to the top of the seventh.
Welcome back to KSDT Sports. We welcome you to Tritons baseball. UC San Diego against UC Irvine. UCSD taking a 10-8 lead after being down by 6 runs at one point in the game. As Jake Villar will continue to step in here to pitch. Villar doing excellent so far in his outing. Looking to do further damage here for this Triton team and continue to dominate. As Gods will be coming in. Stepping up to the plate will take the swinging strike one. Villar with 2 innings pitched so far. Continues this outing. He's been dominating across 25 innings pitched. Next pitch is going to be check swing, and check over to the first base umpire. He did not go. Count goes 1-1. As the Tritons have 12 hits as opposed to the Anteaters 7, 9 at this point. And the next pitch is to be taken. That's to be a drive over to left field. Alex Leopard going back to the track to the wall, and that one will be gone into the trees. As Gauze will put that one, send it over into the trees off and beyond left field wall. Anteaters come back and eat away at a lead. It is now 9-10. They still are down by 1.
Didn't sound like he got all of that one off the bat, but able to be out in front of it enough and hook it over the wall.
It did, certainly. That one certainly had some distance to it.
Well, 9-10, as you said. Noah Alvarez, Irvine's second baseman, steps up against Villar. 2 innings so far from him. And he takes a strike one. 9 runs, 10 hits for the Eaters, 10 runs, 12 hits for the Tritons so far in this game.
Alvarez not doing much across his outing so far, 0 for 3 tonight.
Villar is 0-1 in there, strike 2. 0-2 on Alvarez, who's 0 for 3 today.
That's Villar's 6th home run allowed this season across 28 innings pitched.
0-2 outside. Misses with a fastball there.
Surely trying to work around the hitter here. Sure that no further damage happens.
Alvarez flips this one into left field. Leopard is under it, and he makes an easy play for out number 1. Nice bounce back there from Villar after the homer.
One quick out here.
Number 50,
We've
Efren
seen
Ortega.
Efren Ortega coming in now. A single and a walk on his line. A ground out earlier. Scored on the single.
Right-handed hitting catcher is Ortega, and he looks at a ball low.
Seeing a righty-lefty matchup here. Those ones are always really interesting to see. The approaches of each, and interesting to see how Villar will approach this at bat.
1-0 on the way from the lefty. It's chopped over to short. Potestio's got it. Takes his time with the throw and fires a perfect strike over to Camacho at first. 2 outs here in the 7th inning.
Certainly knew he had the time there, taking that extra couple steps. Little things that gave him extra time to set him up.
The shortstop, number 36,
Did quite the job, but able to get the out there. 2 quick outs.
Zach Felstad, the shortstop now, who's seen countless balls go just over his head on the defensive side. Looking for his 2nd hit of the game today. The first pitch from Villar is just low for ball 1.
We've seen Felstad today with a walk and a single on his line. Scored on the walk in the 2nd. And as you had mentioned before, Kent, that he has had quite a bit of defensive action there.
Looking at strike 1 there, it's a fastball down the middle. Yeah, lots of defensive action, just so many balls like just out of his reach, sadly for him.
But in favor of the Tritons.
Very true. 1-1 on the way from the graduate student Villar. Another called strike. 1-2 now on Felstad.
1-2, good position here. 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Yeah, so the Tritons can try to get some insurance runs back after a home run at the beginning of this one.
Looking for the strikeout, and this is low. Count evens at 2 with 2 outs.
Sure looking for a placement somewhere in the corners to put him away. Will he go with a fastball here? Shakes off the first pitch, but will accept the second. I'm going to assume that's a bit of fastball. We'll see, though.
It is a fastball, but he overthrew it a bit there. And the count goes full on Felstad.
The release location on that one seemed to be a bit off. It seemed like he released it quite a bit later than expected, resulting in that lower pitch.
The Irvine shortstop awaiting the payoff. Long pause from Villar, and fouling it off is Felstad on a fastball. Maybe a sinker.
Fouling that one off a little more towards the hands of his bat there. Coming off just a bit too early, but certainly reading that one. See what Villar delivers.
Another payoff pitch on the way. Grounded over to short. Potestio comes in, cuts it on 2 hops, and another strike over to first. 3 outs recorded by Villar. That's his 3rd inning of work done. He does allow a home run, though. Heaters do cut the lead 9-10 as it's stretch time here at Triton Ballpark. Tyler Foster out for another inning here in the bottom of the 7th. He's going to face Gabe Camacho first. Left-handed hitting first baseman for the Tritons, 0 for 3 today. And he slices one down the left field line. A crazy pull shift. There's going to be nobody over there. Left fielder Pulasic is way shaded towards center field. Center fielder Farmers way towards right field. 0-1 from Foster. Just misses for ball 1. Camacho with 3 strikeouts this game and a walk. And he check swing and he went around on a breaking ball, 1-2. Struck out looking in the first, swinging in the third, swinging in the 5th, and then walked in his second at bat in the 5th. 1-2 from Foster, chopped over to first. Tough hop for Reyes. He's gonna have to run quickly to the bag and by a step beats Camacho over there for out number 1.
A little too close for comfort there on Reyes. Reyes is in that time. Having to beat him out there to the bag just by a step like you mentioned, but nonetheless able to get the out. One very quick out.
Foster with 5 batters faced, 4 outs recorded. Pretty good showing so far. He'll be facing the senior of J.C. Allen next. And he misses outside for ball 1. Allen has a home run, 2 for 4, 2 RBI. 1-0 to him is a breaking ball on the outside corner.
Allen also with a single on his line resulted in an RBI earlier. Certainly doing his part to get this team ahead of Irvine.
Lays off another breaking ball outside, 2-1. It's almost got his average up above 300, as it was earlier this season. He was up near 340 at one point. Dipped down to 280 about a week ago. He swings and misses at strike 2.
Fastball that time gets him swinging. See what Foster will pitch to him this time.
Foster looking for strikeout number 2. Check swing by Allen. Appeal to first. Anthony Norris says no. Full count now on J.C. Allen. Foster's ready with the payoff. Fastball misses outside. Allen works the walk. Be a runner on first with 1 away for Gabe Camacho.
Allen aboard
Sorry,
again.
not Gabe Camacho, Alex Leopard. Yes?
Allen aboard again here. Alex Leopard, who's had his fair share of walks or hit by pitches so far this game. We'll see what he can do here to eventually do something for the Tritons, maybe get some insurance runs.
Leopard skies one to right field. This one's pretty shallow, long run for Carney, and he's got it. That was an extremely long distance that Carney covered over near the foul line there. Behind first base, second baseman Alvarez almost got that one.
Yeah, difficult play right there. He's running from nearly the right center area because of the shift on that one. Running from that area and having to make it that far distance in near foul territory. And we know that area is, there's not a lot of foul territory there either. So being able to gauge that and at the same time, excellent throw back in to ensure a runner doesn't go.
First pitch to Martinez is on the outside corner for strike 1. Martinez 1 for 4 so far.
Double on his line earlier.
And he swings and fouls it back to the net. 0-2 now. Allen on first has not attempted a stolen base this season. Foster looking for a second strikeout on this 0-2 pitch to Martinez. And he just lays off. Nice breaking ball in the outside corner there. 1-2.
Martinez, good job laying off of that one. That one was certainly out of the zone. Little late breaking point there, which tends to get the hitters, but he did an excellent job at laying it off.
And that one's in the dirt. Overthrew a fastball, did Foster. Good block by Ortega behind the dish.
Certainly a good block indeed, ensuring that Allen remains on first to prevent any further damage for this Irvine team.
2-2 on the way to the Triton catcher. And this one is another wild pitch by UCI. Ortega tried to backhand that one and he missed it. Allen will get the second.
Series of interesting events right there just happened. That one really just popped up on him, with Martinez having to move out of the way like you mentioned. But works in favor of the Tritons as they have a runner in scoring position here. 2 outs, full count. Martinez at the plate.
Martinez with the full count. Takes a nasty slider that breaks into the zone. Gets him to go down looking. Foster gets out of the inning unscathed. Irvine has 6 outs to work with in a 1-run deficit as we go to the top of the 8th. Top of the 8th, new pitcher Julian Cazares in for the Tritons. And first pitch popped up does Tommy Farmer. Bit of a situation mid-inning with the fans. Somebody is getting talked to by security.
Hey, you guys are on ESPN Plus looking like idiots. The crowd? All week, try the fish.
0-2 on Farmer now from Cazares.
Very active crowd tonight.
Very active crowd.
Very active
Lively.
crowd.
And that one swung on and missed with a check swing. Couldn't hold up on a changeup down and away from Cazares. Out number 1. Cazares struggled as of recently. Allowed 3 runs.
Seeming to be something going down
I don't know what's happening.
the front rows. I'm very intrigued, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know what's happening, but I'm intrigued. I want to know.
Polasek takes a ball for the first pitch from Cazares. 1-0. Down the middle for strike 1. Well, Cazares struggled recently. 3 runs over 2 innings against Cal Poly, and then 3 runs over 1 2/3 innings against Santa Barbara. He fires in strike 2. 1-2 now from Cazares is just low to Polasek.
We've seen Cazares multiple times throughout this season so far. He's been able to come out and dominate for the most part, coming out 20 innings pitched, just about.
6.1 ERA, 1.8 WHIP over 20 innings. This one's flipped into shallow left. J.C. Allen running.
Tough one.
Not going to be able to get it. Now Leopard's going to have to get it quickly and throw to second. It's going to be a bloop double for Daniel Polasek, the left fielder for UCI.
Yeah, that Polasek having a good read on that one. It's a bit difficult if you're Alex Leopard over there and left, trying to get to that one.
Polasek was thinking too, right out of the box. It's going to be tough for anybody to cut him down there. And now Frankie Carney will be up with the tying run on second base against Julian Cazares. And inside corner, strike 1. Carney 2 for 4 on the day with a single walk and a triple. And that's looking like a 12-6 curve right there that just drops in the zone for strike 2.
What a pitch that time. Excellent job, and that's the thing about Cazares' arsenal, is that it's kind of wide-ranging, so it's hard to keep track of if you're a hitter.
0-2 is sliced into center. In comes Crossland. He's going to play it on one hop, and then the good arm going to hold the runner on third. First and third, 1 out for the Eaters here in this top of the 8th inning. Looked like he tomahawked that one. That was up near his shoulders.
The third baseman, number 24, Augie Gutierrez.
Waiting a long time, kid. You're average, son. You're average.
Well,
Go, Toro!
And seem to be a little more engaged in the game now.
yeah.
Things have settled down.
Augie Gutierrez lays down a squeeze play. Cazares can't go home. He throws to first, and a nice pick by Camacho with the low throw from Cazares. Squeeze play bunt from UC Irvine ties this game at 10 and sends Carney to second with 2 away here.
And Irvine is just like that back in this game. It's when it gets to a point like this where the game is tied up, it's a whole new ball game.
Back and forth we go. It'll be the 5th 5-hole hitter, Alonzo Reyes, left-handed hitting first baseman. And in the lefty-lefty matchup, takes strike 1. Well, there's the answer. Too many 6-7s from the kids.
That's the
And
answer.
this one's lined to right field, pretty deep. Costello gets over there in time in the gap to record out number 3. Irvine ties the game at 10 against Julian Cazares. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th in a 10-10 game.
In the top half,
Oh, didn't play it.
Playing left field for UC Irvine, number 10, Zach Doyle.
Well, bottom of the 8th inning here. 10-10 game. UCSD versus UCI. Tyler Foster back for his 3rd inning of work. The threat in the stands has been evicted.
From the looks of it, tensions have been high, certainly.
Absolutely.
Both on the seeing our fair share of words spoken by the people here in the stands. We've seen quite a bit of everything in this game, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, it's a new pitcher. I'm sorry.
Didn't even notice.
It's Danny Suarez, senior from Irvine, right-handed pitcher. He's facing Nick Costello. He is behind 2-0. Costello walked twice and been hit by a pitch, with also a strikeout looking in the first. And he swings and misses at a high fastball, 2-1. Both teams on 10 runs and 12 hits this game. 2-1 from Suarez. Flied to left field. Pulaski's had trouble with these, but he's got this one routinely for out number 1. Danny Suarez records out number 1. And now it's still Sean Lanier. Another right on right for him. Struck out swinging last time, couldn't hold up on the off speed or breaking ball. First pitch to Lanier. Fastball painted on the outside corner there. 0-1. A 1 from Suarez is in the dirt. Suarez with a 1.85 ERA on the team with a sub .5 whip. Absolute masterful season so far. Leads the team in ERA over 24 innings. As Lanier takes a curveball that drops in for strike 2.
Quite the impressive statistic to see, especially in the latter part of this game, let alone this season.
I'm surprised they didn't put him in instead of Ojeda earlier.
Yeah, that would have been a little more logical decision to choose, especially in such a specific jam.
Yeah.
Or even instead of Grant.
True. Lanier lays off a breaking ball in the dirt, 2-2. Only 1 walk the entire season for Danny Suarez, compared to 19 strikeouts, which is absurd as he misses with a curveball high. Count goes full on Lanier. He's 3 for 4. Long pause from Suarez. Now into the windup. And the payoff pitch. It's popped foul by Lanier.
Heads up. Yeah, and finally it came down. A little souvenir for the kids. All of them go running after it.
I'm sure that'll make the guy who was kicked out happy, running away from where he was sitting.
I know, right? All the kids are gone now.
Yeah.
Disagreements in the stands.
Seen everything. Another payoff. Misses high.
Seen it all today. And the game's not even over yet.
1 out walk for Lanier. See what the Tritons can do with a mini rally here.
Lanier once again on the base pass. Not the first time that we have seen him there. Up there multiple times this game, as we're going to see Thomas Mayer, who had a single earlier on in the game, being placed halfway through this game at second base to replace Ujimori.
Suarez delivers to Mayer. A strike down the middle. Lanier 3 for 3 when stealing this season. Big lead last pitch. Suarez with a bit of a, almost a Craig Kimbrell set.
Very similar.
Yeah.
I did notice that. I picked up on that.
Fastball inside to Mayer.
Interested in seeing what the thought process of selecting that
Yeah.
was. Sets up.
Leans over on his knee with
Very
his
good,
arm dangling.
Mm-hmm.
1-1 from Suarez. Nice curveball drops in for strike 2. 1-2 now on Mayer with Lanier on first. Maybe put the runner in motion with 2 strikes.
That might be the move here. Lanier has 3 stolen bags.
Righty delivers. Mayer fouls it back.
Good. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Reading that one pretty well. Just needs to connect on that one. Potentially take it out to the outfield. Maybe one of the gapped areas. It's a bit of a shift going on, so we'll see what the deal is.
Suarez misses with a curveball outside. The barrage of UCI fans thought that was strike 3. Just off the plate, according to Patrick Riley. Count evens at 2-2 for Mayer. Suarez gets the sign quickly. Delivers from the stretch. This one's popped into shallow right field. Second baseman Alvarez going back, but it's the right fielder Carney who calls him off to make the play. 2 outs now as the lineup turns over for the 6th time for Anthony Protestio.
It's going to be a 6th plate appearance here. Back to the top. Be interesting to see how, now this lineup flipped over, how much of a difference that'll make. They have a runner on, 2 outs. Not a lot of room to work with here if they want to end this in the regular innings without having to go extras.
Suarez delivers a curveball in the dirt. Ortega keeps it in front of him. Tritons are 3 for 10 with 2 outs. Pretty impressive so far. And batting .346 with runners on base. Straight up shift for Protestio, very patient hitter. And the 1-0. It's a fastball on the black on the inside corner. 1-1. Phil Stad now shaded a little toward the pull side. And the 1-1 almost hits him in the dirt. 2-1.
2-1 scenario here for Suarez. Looking to do something here with his 182 ERA.
2-1 from Suarez. Fastball just misses. 3-1 now to Protestio. Looking to walk for the 2nd time today. He's 1 for 4. 1 for 3, sorry, as a sacrifice fly. And the 3-1 is behind him. Gets to the backstop. Lanier thinks about going to third, but Ortega gets to it too quickly. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs for Michael Crossland.
Good scenario here for the Tritons. They have 2 outs. Michael Crossland coming up here. Had his fair share of work done in this game. As we can have a mound visit. There is some action occurring. If I can see correctly, there is some action over there in the Irvine bullpen, so just a mound visit, no pitching change, so most likely just discussing logistics, strategy going into this game, this new ball game realistically.
Yeah, just Irvine just needs one out to get out of this jam here. Push it to the 9th inning in a tie game. Give their hitters a chance.
As they disperse and Tritons.
That's right. I've never seen a hitters meeting like this before.
Interesting seeing. Yeah, that's a first certainly. A hitters meeting.
They called it a.
The coaches. Nope, never mind. Third base coach was coming in, but he figured not to after all.
I mean, are they calling this a mound visit? I don't know. Never seen something like this before.
I'm not sure. That's. Yeah, I don't know what they would classify that as because the mound visit had already concluded and they were already waiting.
Yeah.
But the Tritons were still discussing strategy game plan, so.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see what happens here. Michael Crossan coming up.
Suarez ready. First pitch. Curveball misses. Ball number 1. Crossan again, one of the extremely patient hitter in this Tritons lineup. (1-0) from the righty. It's a fastball, low and away, ball 2. 2-0 now on the power hitting Crossan.
Not a good look here for Suarez as he sets up.
Good speed on the bases. And this one's grounded. Oh, and it's
Oh,
off
yeah.
the pitcher, Suarez. And it's
Oh,
into
yeah.
left field. Lanier's coming home. Over to third goes Testio. Tritons take the lead. It's 11-10 in the bottom of the 8th inning.
That is what they needed there. A little ground ball off of the glove of Suarez. And because of his momentum, Fieldstad was not able to get back there in time and missed it and resulted in a Tritons run. And they're up by 1 now. They're going to want to retain this position, potentially get some insurance runs with runners at the corners here. And if they can shut him down in the 9th, looking good.
Absolutely. Looking to tack on some insurance here is Gabe Camacho. He takes the curveball just outside from Suarez. 1-0. Camacho does not have a hit today. One of only 3 Triton batters without a hit. He fouls off a fastball into the UCI dugout.
Gets lodged right there in between the netting and the padding of the dugout. First I've seen that.
Yeah, that was odd. 1-1 now. Crowd into this game for the Tritons have taken the lead. Huge pull shift. Second baseman Alvarez playing in the grass. As Camacho takes high, and now Crossan goes to second on a delayed steal. Looked like Petestio would have came home had there been a throw, so Ortega throws to third instead to keep Petestio there. Second and third for the Tritons after the delayed steal.
Good position. Now they have 2 runners in scoring position. Eliminates the chance of a force out at second now, so.
It's Camacho unhappy with the call, but takes strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on in scoring position.
Lots of 2s we have going on here.
Gabe Camacho versus Danny Suarez. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Suarez gets out of the inning, strikes out Camacho. Got an 11-10 game in the top of the 9th inning. I wonder who will be pitching.
You know, that's a interesting call. Taking a look at the bullpen, I cannot tell. There is some movement, and we will be getting a closing pitcher.
Is that Devin King?
Shall see. Take a look, but the Tritons have the opportunity here to end it once and for all and take game 1 of the 3-game series. And it's crazy to think we've had all this action, all of this tension, and to see
it is Devin King.
It is
Closer.
Devin King that will be getting the closer. But it's crazy to think that we have all this action, all this tension that has just grown. And this is simply the first game of the 3-game set.
Yeah.
Still have games 2 and 3 on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. It's going to be interesting to see.
That it is. That it is.
And these fans are in it. If they take this energy into the coming games, Triton should be in for some good matchups. Certainly, both on the field and here in the stands. It has been absolutely entertaining to witness.
Yeah, this series, massive playoff implications. Triton's three-way tied for first right now, looking to secure that first place position. UCI 1.5 games back of the final playoff spot. The Tritons are only 3.5 games up of that spot, so anything could happen this final stretch of the season. And
Absolutely.
this series will have big implications on that.
Exactly. It's gotten to that point of the season where any little thing plays a huge role in whatever happens in the series, in the season, and beyond, with hopes of getting into the postseason.
Absolutely. Devin King, Triton's closer. Couple of blown saves already this season, has struggled as of recent. Allowed 3+ runs in 3 of his last 4 save opportunities. So we'll see what he can do here in this 1-run game against the Eaters. He's facing Landon Gas, the designated hitter first, who's 2 for 3 with a home run. 2 for 4 with a home run. King with a long pause before entering the windup. First pitch on the outside corner, which looks like maybe a cutter there. And the pitch we have a pitch comm issue.
Pitch comm issue from Martinez. And it's interesting seeing King's windup. I'm sure that, I wonder if that has any sort of implication on the way the hitter approaches it, because it's a bit of a delayed windup. Kind of takes like a step before he actually goes up.
Yeah.
And releases the pitch. So I'm interested to see if that plays any sort of effect into how the hitter's performance is affected by that, if any, or at all.
Wow. Pitch comm good to go for Travion Martinez. Guys steps back into the box for an 0-1 count against Devin King. King delivers a slider on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch there, 0-2.
Absolutely great pitch location. Couldn't ask for anything better out of that one. That one just had a perfect moment where entered the zone. Great strike 2 that time.
0-2, slider just outside. Gasly's off of it. 1-2. .270 on the season for Gaz. Looking for his 3rd hit. Already has the home run, as we said. King looking for his first strikeout. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss by Gaz. Another slider down and away. Gaz couldn't get to it. Out number 1 here in the top of the 9th.
1 out by the way of the K. Absolutely wonderful job there by King to get the strikeout. They are 2 outs away from finishing off this game with a victory.
Noah Alvarez will be up next against King, and he takes a big fastball, strike 1. Left-handed hitting second baseman is Alvarez. He's 0 for 4. 3 flyouts to left field. They're definitely shaded to push for him. And King, slider misses inside. Strike 1. It's ball 1. King with a long wait before entering his windup again. The 1-1 slider bends in there at the knees. Another beautiful pitch from King.
It's
1
that
and 2.
slider. He's got that slider working for him, and as long as you have that one pitch that you can rely on and go back to time and time again, you're going to have no issue here.
1-2, looking for the strikeout on the Anteater's second baseman, and he misses outside with a slider. 2-2. What do you think he goes to here? Stick with the slider or
You know,
changes the fastball?
I think you're going to have to go. I don't know. You know, I'm going to say the fastball. Throw him off a little.
2-2. It's a slider, and he's late. Is Alvarez sliced down the left field line, and it's foul. Leopard gave it a good chase, but couldn't get there.
He's late, but starting to slowly pick up on what King is putting down. So curious to see if King will potentially switch it up or if he'll go back to that slider.
We'll see right here. King into the windup, and it's 2-2. It's a fastball, and Alvarez catches up to it and lines it into left field. He's got a little bit of momentum for the Eaters. 1-out single. And that'll bring up Efren Ortega, Irvine catcher. 1 for 3, so 1 for 4 so far this game. Runner on first, infield at double play depth, looking to end this game with a ground ball.
First base, number 31, Lucas Shermer.
And we do have a pinch runner
And pinch
for
hitting
the
number
second
9,
baseman,
Nolan
Alvarez.
Felch.
And we have a pinch hitter. Rowan Selch, left-handed hitter, pinch hitting for the UCI catcher. And Felch takes just low. Triton's faithful wanted that call.
Certainly arguing right there on that one. Felch with a 145 average, 547 OPS, across 76 at-bats.
And he takes another fastball low, 2-0.
Fastball low, missing again, so maybe he's gonna have to return to that slider. It's a new batter, so maybe he won't be as on it as we've seen beforehand.
King in the stretch, 2-0, misses 3-0. It is Lucas Shermer, the pinch runner over there at first, as the infield comes in to settle down King after 3 straight balls.
Tough spot here for the Tritons, as they're gonna just talk, most likely calm down the nerves of King at this time. Reassuring him. That's all he needs at a time like this. It's a difficult position to be in. And that's like something we mentioned earlier, pressure. It really just comes down to the pressure and having to work through it and be dominant, to bear it down and work through that.
Big battle ahead here against Felch. 3-0. See how he battles back. They have Felch in a big pull shift here. King getting the sign from Martinez. Comes set. And the pitch. In there, strike 1.
That's what he needed right there. He needed that strike to help him. Just give him a little push, a little nudge. And hopefully that'll help him work through the rest of this at-bat here.
3-1 from King. Popped up foul.
Full count.
Way to battle back by King after the visit. UCI looking for 1 run, down 11-10. Tying run on first base in the speedy Lucas Shermer. Decent lead. Payoff pitch on the way. Long pause from King. He delivers. Fastball lined up the middle. Felch heading to third. No chance for Crossland to get him there. Runners at the corners, 1 out for the Eaters against Devin King.
And it keeps on rolling for this Irvine team as they have runners on the corners. That was a very hard hit ball. I can hear it from up here. That one, you can just tell the power behind that one. Did an excellent job at driving that one right into that center field gap there. Crossland unable to get it in time as it did die as it was rolling. Runners in the corners. Desperate situation for the Tritons defense to shine here and try to get out of this one.
Batter will be the shortstop, Zach Felstad. 1 for 3. as Martinez, to save a pitch clock violation, it's going to call a mound visit. And that'll bring out the pitching coach, Matt Harvey. 270 hitter is Felstad. Speed on the bases for
From
the
the
Eaters.
From the looks of it, no action in the Tritons bullpen. So it'll be interesting to see that. If anything emerges out of that here in this one-out scenario. Tritons just needing to be dominant here and work through it.
King looking for his second save of the season. He has 1 save and 4 blown saves. See if he can close out this big jam here with runners on the corners and 1 out. Double play ball could end this game. Although Felstad does have some speed to beat out a ground ball.
They'll need a perfectly executed situation to occur, as we are getting a pitching change.
Wow, that is surprising.
King will not be able to see the end of this inning. Unsure who will be getting in return, as the Triton faithful will be letting him know what they think of his efforts.
Did record 1 out, so 2 hits in a third of an inning. For Devin King, faces the minimum 3 batters. And it'll be a lefty to face the lefty Felstad. Possibly be a pinch hitter here for UCI, although they have emptied the bench.
Your attention, please. Coming in the pitch for the Tritons, number 19, Nathan Hoy.
Nathan
Hoy has been stellar this season out of the bullpen for UCSD. 3 ERA, 1.2 whip, 11 strikeouts, and 11 in the third innings.
Interesting to see what he can deal here to try to get out of this game. And something comes to mind as we're getting another pitching change here. I'm curious to see how this will impact the later end of this series, as we've used multiple pitchers so far this game. I'm curious, and this on both, coming from both dugouts, I'm curious to see how this will impact the rest of the series and the amount of pitchers that they can use, or maybe even demanding deeper outings from their pitchers. Just something to look out for going into these next 2 games of the series.
Yeah, with the 2 aces on the mound, you expect them both to go deep in the game today. Tomorrow, UCI has their best pitcher by ERA, Finnegan Wall, and the Tritons have Trevor Rector with an 11 ERA. And then Sunday, it's Nick Gregson looking for his first win, 0-7 on the year. And we'll find out later who the UCI pitcher is on Sunday. So definitely lots of pitchers will be used these
Lots of pitchers
remaining 2
indeed.
games.
Lots of pitchers and a great demand for needing to work late into the games and do as much as they could to avoid going to the bullpen. Because as we've seen today, it's going to be a long series.
Hoy allowed 2 runs against Cal Poly on Sunday in the 16-15 walk-off win. See if he can somehow get out of this inning without a run allowed. It'll be a left-on-left matchup. Hoy versus Felstad. Umpire says play ball. 1 out, runners on the corners. And corner infielders crash for a squeeze that UCI already executed today. But Felstad takes strike 1. Corners again playing in, weary of the bunt, and now a pickoff attempt over to first. Felsch is back in time. Hoy now looking for his first save of the year. And the 0-1 from Hoy to Felstad. Another pickoff attempt. Felch was basically already standing on the bag when he threw that one.
A similar pickoff attempt, similar to VR from earlier. A resemblance of it.
Hoy ready. This one's popped into shallow left field. It'll be a long run for everyone. It's Potestio who's got it behind the third base bag. 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Hoy gets his man. And standing in his way of a victory will be the leadoff man, Tommy Farmer.
Well, we've seen a lot of Tommy Farmer today. He got hit by a pitch earlier, walked, also a strikeout on his line, yet to actually do any damage hitting-wise. But certainly has the discipline himself, as demonstrated by today's game.
Just a 228 hitter, but he's got the power and he's got the speed. Just looking for the contact, though, in this situation. Needs to put the ball in play. And he pops this one up foul. Martinez is going to give it a look. And it's just behind the netting. Strike one on Farmer.
And a lucky kid will be getting a foul ball as a souvenir. Crowd goes wild for that.
Yeah.
How wholesome. People love wholesome things.
Yeah, a lot of drama in the crowd today.
There has been that indeed, so it's nice to see that.
That it is. Lefty ready. Hoy delivers 0-1. Just misses. Patrick Riley calls it outside, 1-1.
Well, we've seen a lot of missed calls from Patrick Riley today on both sides of the scorecard, so not surprising to see another one right before this game could potentially come to a close.
Hoy misses with a sinker, high and away. 2-1 now on Farmer. Nerves must be through the roof for Farmer right now in this big situation and the crowd getting into the game.
It's a dire situation with a runner 90 feet away, the tying run with 2 outs here.
Farmer lifts this one center field pretty deep. And Coughlin's got it, ranging back to his right. Nice play. Hoy gets the save. Tritons win 11-10 in this crazy game in the first matchup of the blue and gold rivalry. What a game we have.
A game it has been indeed.
Tritons finding a way to keep games close. That's 3 straight games decided in the last inning. 2 walk-offs in a row, and now this one, where they take the lead in the bottom of the 8th. What a game.
An excellent job indeed, coming back after being down by nearly 7 runs at one point in the game. And they came back in 1 inning and took the lead in 1 inning. Excellent job all the way around. These Tritons teams should be very proud of themselves going into the rest of this series.
Yeah, a lot to look forward to. Tritons retain their tie at least for the first place position in the Big West. We've got 11 conference games to go before the end of the season. Who do you think the MVP is today?
You know, I think we've seen a lot of great hitting all around. A lot of great hitting all around, a lot of great defense, a lot of dominance on the field, but I think one person comes to mind in terms of dominance offensively, and I'm thinking Deshaun Lanier. He came out, I think he did an excellent job.
I would have to agree with you on that one. Another one that catches my eye is Michael Crossland, 4 for 6 on the day with 2 RBI. But I would have to give it to Deshaun Lanier. That one at bat against the top 50 prospect in Ojeda really turned that inning around and allowed the 7th spot to happen, I feel like.
Absolutely. Very disciplined this game and did an excellent job being able to navigate such tough positions that he was put into, and he was able to keep producing throughout the game, keep hitting, and keep that morale up for this Tritons team that needed it when they needed it the most, honestly, and he did an excellent job at executing and doing his job as a member of this team.
Absolutely. And you got to give credit to the Tritons bullpen. Just 2 runs allowed in 5 innings of ball. Pretty impressive from them, as the bullpen has been a weak spot in this team. And the win will go to Julian Cazares. Nathan Hoy gets the save. Losing pitcher Danny Suarez has now got his ERA above 2, which is just crazy. But 11-10 victory for the Tritons nonetheless. Any closing thoughts?
Well, you know, I think it was a very interesting game. I think the rest of the series is looking to be a very, very great one. Honestly,
Absolutely.
whether you're watching from home or here in the stands, I would recommend being here in the stands. The environment is absolutely great. It's a great environment here. You see the competitiveness from both the teams and also those in attendance. So I would recommend coming out to the ballpark, catching a game. One of these games here left in the series is tomorrow's Saturday game, and there's also the Sunday game. But certainly a lot to look forward to. I think that this is a great starting point for this Tritons team going into this series and going into the latter half of this season, where they have these conference games that are really important, as we mentioned in the pregame show. So I think it's very interesting for them, and I think it's to be a good tone to set going into the rest of the series.
Absolutely, absolutely. Lots to look forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's matchup will be Trevor Rector versus Finnegan Wall. Sasha and Talal on that call tomorrow. And yeah, thank you guys for listening today. We'll be back with the interview with Delshawn Lanier in a few minutes.
Yes, very soon.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Good.
Appreciate it. All good. Cool. Alright, let me just hit this on. Okay. All ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Let me know when you're ready, Kent. All good? All right, cool. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to KSDT Sports. I'm Adrian Garcia, joined by our player of the game, Delshawn Lanier, after an electric Tritons comeback victory in which there was a fifth inning, very electric fifth inning, we should say, to win the game 11-10 versus UC Irvine. So, Delshawn, you had yourself quite the game tonight, going 3 for 4, 4 RBIs, also 2 runs on your line tonight. So, my first question to you, what were you looking to do in that 9-pitch at-bat to keep the rally going in the fifth inning?
Yeah, it was loaded bases, and they brought in a good pitcher, good ride fastball, and I was just trying to get a good AB for the team and not strike out, hit the ball hard, put in play somewhere, and God granted me with a double.
Awesome, man. My next question, how does it feel in the situation that you were in at that time? How does it feel coming up against a top 50 prospect like that? What goes through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, throughout my career, I feel like here and just before here, I've been seeing a lot of good pitching, and it's kind of just the same. They're all throwing the same white ball, but it's really just trusting your work and just put the ball in play, honestly.
That's right, just playing the small ball and seeing where it takes you. Now, my next question, does the environment and having a large support system, such as the Triton community that showed out today, does that have any sort of impact on the way that you play as a player or maybe even the team morale as a whole?
Yeah, it does. It has a huge impact. Just being able to step in and play in the box and hearing my name being called and hearing a lot of cheers, it's very, very calming, honestly. And I could just, play the game I've been playing my whole life.
Just playing the game you love. I love that.
So,
And my last question, what does this win do as far as you guys' momentum for the rest of the series and even the rest of the season looking ahead?
yeah, really important comeback win. As we're reaching towards the end of the season, we're still in first right now, and yeah, these wins we got to scratch and claw for them. They're very important as we go on to tournament play and hopefully farther than that. But yeah, these wins are very important, and we just got to keep going, take it one game at a time, and yeah, just we treat every game like we're 0-0 and just win the day, honestly.
That's right. I love that mentality. Looking forward. We look forward to see you guys moving on forward in the series and even the rest of the series. From KSDT Sports, I'm Adrian Garcia, Delshawn Lanier. What a game. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Can we just get a picture for the... Yeah, you got... Oh, wait, you already got the picture? Oh, okay, cool.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, take care. Great game.
Thank you. Good luck this weekend. Appreciate it.
Best of luck. Okay. Awesome. I'll send that video.
I low-key forgot that it was on the YouTube, so I have to go and get that, but I can do that.
Oh, snap, huh? It's on the YouTube. You can hand me those headphones.
Having a large support system such as the Triton community that showed out today, does that have any sort of impact on the way that you play as a player or maybe with a team?
So do you have a? Is that a like Dell laptop?
I honestly don't know what like model it is. I know it's
Well,
HP,
Oh,
but
HP.
like
Okay.
I don't know what exactly, honestly.
I don't care about that, to be honest. I was just like wondering because mine doesn't have the USB-C cable.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
I thought that was really weird. How it just didn't have
I've never had a computer that had a USB-C
No way,
cable
bro.
like that. Yeah.
See you guys in the series. KSTT Sports. I mean, see Jake Sean here. What a game. Thank you all for joining us.
Am I good to end the broadcast? Am I good to stop it on here?